Yo, what's going out there, man? Y'all kicking it right here on Big Heavy Talk with Big Heavy and B Lindsay. Yo. We got a special guest in here with us today, man. We call her Pip, better known to a lot of y'all, DJ Keda, man. So we want to give it up to her. Let's clap it up. Holla at the people.
That, man. Appreciate that. I hate to do it, but y'all know my name is DJ Keda. I done told Shanice this, I don't know how many times.
And I want to say DJ Keda every fucking time.
But I get it, though, because that's how it's spelled. You ain't the only one. I'm like, damn.
I swear the whole city saying
They say Keda.
Every time.
Keda every time. And actually, Keda comes from my middle name. My middle name is Makeda.
Makeda?
So, yeah. So that's where I actually got
I ain't
my
gonna fuck
DJ
it up
name
no more,
from.
man.
So it's
that's
actually
part
Keda,
of your real name. I ain't gonna fuck it up no more.
Yeah, every time I'm like, it's my fault because it's spelled just like Keda, so I get it. But yeah, I appreciate y'all having me today, though, man. I'm honored to be here and, always supportive of people who support me. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate y'all having me.
So before we go ahead and pull it, man, we gonna go ahead and gift you with something.
All right.
So we make sure you get yours.
Oh, wow.
Now, I'm just gonna let you know.
Like
they put this in the group chat. It said we got Jameson. I said nope.
I should have told her Chardonnay. I should have told her I needed some wine. Hey, I should have told her Chardonnay because I'm like, dang, after my birthday, I'm scared.
and happy birthday. We celebrating your birthday all month, man.
I appreciate that.
We celebrating all month.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So I'm like, man, just, March, man, let's do March. Let's do because it's your birthday.
Yeah, absolutely. Good time to do it. Yeah, good time to do it.
How was the party?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Party was crazy.
I couldn't have asked for a better turnout at the party, really. Actually, I was a little worried, and a lot of people like, man, what you worrying about? You done did this
1,000 times.
Many a times, and the humbleness in me still feels like I got to go hard to get people out. I never take them for granted, just because the last one was lit and the last one after, before that was lit. I never feel like, oh, I ain't got to do nothing. They coming out anyway. I still get nervous. I still want to make sure that every party hit. You know what I'm saying? So I was thankful. I was grateful. I had it at a different venue. I normally have it at Tropics. So I just didn't know how it was going to turn out, man, but it was perfect. I couldn't ask for a better party. It went well, all good vibes,
No, we was in there.
It was, she was in there.
I missed it, though.
She
about it.
She pulled up. I done asked this man. I done asked her, I don't know how many, you getting the table? Nah, we ain't gonna. Pull up. Hey, let me get a table. Let me get a bottle. I'm like, yeah, see? It's a section right up there. I left it for you. I held one for you.
You don't fuck with the sections or you just...
What?
Oh,
that's me. What?
She always does. That's why I'm like...
that's the new wave now.
General admission tough for me, bro. I ain't gonna... What?
You get to the age, like...
But I get come on.
But be able to stretch just a little bit.
But I'm always make sure, we show love. But I'm I got to try to make it. I'm like, I don't know who coming, so I'm going to say no. But she already knew that was love. She was like, bro, I say one right up there for you. I knew y'all was coming, but I'm always show love to people, man.
Because she come with a crew, you know what I'm saying? And she not going to stand around. You know what I'm saying? Once you get there and you in the vibe, it's like, all right, I ain't standing around.
Boy, they in this
Right, let me go and get that. That's what I said. Yeah, I got you. It's up there. Because that's the first thing I asked her, do you want it?
As soon as I walked through the door, she's like, what we be doing?
That's how it's supposed to be, though, man.
I already knew what it was, but she done supported me. Shit, I can't even remember when we met or how we met. I know she started coming to the parties, and it was like, I'm like, who is this, Because you just don't expect people to show you that type of love. Because a lot of people know me, and I don't necessarily know them because I'm throwing a party. So everybody's coming. I don't get to meet every single person. But then you start to weed people out. You see them all the time, so you start to show them love. They show you love. And they, although we've never hung out personally on an independent tip, we normally just see each other at my parties, talk on social media, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I've been to her place of business previously, hooked me up, whatever. But she know the vibe, you know what I'm saying? You can read people and you can tell if people are genuine or not. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what a lot of people see in me is like, I do good business, I'm genuine, I tell the truth, you know what I'm saying? I'm riding with you if you ride with me. So I think that we've developed that relationship over time without even having to hang out and having a personal relationship. So, and I felt the same thing with her. It's just always good vibes, genuine support. Don't nobody want nothing from you. We just had to have a good time, support each other, and keep it pushing. So, yeah,
I think
always love.
People ask me, though, a lot of times, like, how we met. And the same, I promise you, I really can't even say.
I can't remember.
And then I started, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna show love. Like, we gonna, every time we gonna show up. I promise you, like, we gonna show up.
Right.
But I know how we got cool, though. because you had just had something. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna come out. He's like, yeah, y'all make sure. I was like, all right, we coming. We at the table. We gonna always make sure we fuck with Pip. Right. But then we went to Sweet Heat.
Oh yeah.
That's how we got like, cause she was like, bro, if you coming, I'm gonna be down there. I was like, bro, I'm gonna come for real, like no cap, cause I had never been dead ass. I had never heard of it. That was some year. That was like 2017, maybe something like that.
This is in Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had never like heard of it.
Right.
And my pops the one told me, and I asked you, and I shot you a text. You was like, yeah, I'm coming, bro. Just hit me if you make it.
Yeah. And
then we was getting tables together and shit down there. So like that's how our relationship. Like grew from that point, and then it's been up ever since.
That was my first time too.
Oh, that was your
first time?
That's
the only time I've been. Yeah, that was my first time too.
I ain't know that.
Oh, it's dope. It's dope. Shout out to DJ Dimples, man. She's been doing that, and I'm sure she got a team behind her. I don't mean to leave nobody out, but she's been, the front runner of the whole thing since I've known of it. You know what I'm saying? And so she actually came to Charlotte a few times, rocked with me for Pride. Yeah, I brought her to Charlotte. Really cool, laid back. I don't even think Dimples drink. Dimples is just a vibe on her own, so she always showed love, when I brought her here. And so I definitely want to make it back down there. But that was my first time. And all the people from Charlotte that I went with are people who support me here. And we just all got tables together. And, it was kind of like a Charlotte thing. Charlotte in the building, we represented. And that's how, she came and kept her word. So a lot of people say, oh, I'm coming, I'm going to do this. And don't never do it. They don't show up. So when she showed up, it was like, hey, I got my part. Let's go in on some bottles. It's like, dang, you respect people when they keep their word, when they, what I'm saying, when they hold it down. So yeah, that is how we
that's
really,
how
what I'm saying, it was like, okay, bet.
It was like from there, it was like, all right, that's dog. We gonna rock out.
It was cool. Yeah, everything was cool.
So I had to ask you going this year? Come on,
man. That's the plan, man. I mean, I want to see something different. I just want to see something different go on. Sweet Heat is a vibe every time. Don't get me wrong. But me being a party promoter, a DJ, you know my history with my mom owning crystals, and I've been so many places. My little sister lives in Houston, so I partied out there a lot. I guess my mind is always looking for the next big thing. I want to experience something different, but I also want to continue to support the people who support me. So my plan is to go. I actually have some things that I'm working on right now. So I'm trying to see what direction that's going to go in, to see my availability for one. But I hope to go. It's my plan to go.
I'm going to keep asking you.
Because I only been once, you know what I'm saying? I do want to go back. And I actually went to school in Miami. I don't know if y'all know that. I played basketball at the University of Miami. So
oh, shit.
I used to live in Miami.
So you?
For 2 years.
Yeah.
I played it. I graduated from Charlotte. Yeah, I ended up, I was at Miami,
you went to Miami
for 2
first.
years. Yeah, I was at Miami for 2 years. I played for the same coach that's there right now, Katie Meyer.
Yeah.
And I ended up transferring out after 2 years. I finished up at UNC Charlotte. Got my master's degree there, and then I ended up playing overseas in Finland for a short time. Due to an injury, I ended up coming back home. But yeah, I was in Miami.
I'm going to stay on there real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on there real quick. A lot of us, we know about sports on a grade school level, right? But how was your experience playing on a collegiate level?
At first, it was horrific. I'm not even going to lie to you. Miami was tough. It was a tough experience for me.
What was the toughest part about it?
It didn't go as well. The toughest part about it, for one, I went to private school in high school. I went to Providence Day School. So my last 4 years of grade school was very, it was a culture shock for me because, of course, it was predominantly white. And I wasn't used to that. I went to Idaho Elementary, Albemarle Road Middle. So I was used to our culture. So that was a culture shock. So I ended up transitioning from a wide open school with my culture to kind of being in a sheltered environment and a totally different environment, being around so many, people that weren't of my color. So I think I became a little naive. I wasn't as worldly as I had been. So when I got to Miami, it was like another culture shock because now I got to convert back to my culture and how So I felt like a small fish in a big pond. So it was tough. I mean, my teammates were tough. I was a freshman, coming in. I started as a freshman. So, I had some run-ins with some teammates and stuff. The coach that's there now, Katie Meyer, who was my coach, she was new there. So, any new coach transitioning into such a big program, it takes time for them to get established. So while she's trying to get established, I'm trying to get established. And it just wasn't going as planned. I experienced my injury there. I have a titanium rod in my left leg because I had a stress fracture that almost broke all the way through. So I ended up having to have surgery and all that eventually. But I feel like I was mishandled at Miami in some ways. I didn't feel supported by the program. it was a struggle for me. My entire freshman class transferred out. All 4 of us came in together, and all 4 of us transferred out. Nobody stayed and graduated. It was a treacherous experience, but it was a very I learned a lot, right? I learned a whole lot. I grew up a lot. So I don't knock Miami. I don't knock the coaches or my teammates. Some of my teammates I still keep in touch with that really touched my life. But it was rough at first. But once I transferred to UNC Charlotte, it was like I evolved. Yeah, it was a breath of fresh air. And I almost felt like I failed because I came back home. So a lot of people are like, why did you go from the ACC to the A10? Why did you go from Miami to Charlotte? Why did you come back home? You couldn't take it up. Some people were down to me.
But there's people on the outside.
Yeah, exactly. So to answer your question, it started off rough, but it ended great. UNC Charlotte was a great experience for me, and I loved it.
You be at a lot of the games now, though.
Yeah, I go to a lot of the games. I support. I was alumni of the game. Yeah. Recently, that post I posted today was I appreciate it. Yeah, that was them kind of wrapping up the season, showing all the alumni of the game over the year. But yeah, college basketball, man, it helped me grow. It was a great experience. You know, it helped make me who I am today. Yeah, for sure. So,
but going from collegiate to overseas. Was that a big transition?
It was another tough transition, man. It ain't for everybody, and to be honest with you, it wasn't for me. But I had to go to know. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole. You can't even turn around and go home.
Yeah, you can't. And I mean, if you go to Spain or Israel or Germany or Italy or somewhere like that, you good. Turkey, you going to these big places where it's international. It's all kinds of people there. I went to Finland, which is, again, predominantly white. No one speaks English. It really was nothing to do in the small town I was in. So I kind of started feeling depressed. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't for me. I ended up leaving early.
How long you did?
I did a few months. I was there. Man, I didn't even make it through half of the season. I just couldn't with my injury and just with being homesick, not feeling supported. Mental too. Yeah, it was mental. Like I said, I started feeling. Yeah, and I was just like, before I go, I just felt like basketball took me as far as it was going to take me. And I had to start listening to my body. And I was like, I'm ready to start my life. So I'm done with this. And so I had to contact my agent, like, hey, I'm out. So they paid me what they owed me, and I got on the next flight up out of there. A couple days later, I was gone. So, yeah, it was another tough transition, but another grateful experience I'm grateful for. I learned a lot. I went, I saw what it was, because I felt like if I didn't go, I would always wonder what it would have been like. So, yeah,
that's a hard thing, man, when you go
through
feeling like, I wish I would have, or I wonder if I would have. You know what I'm saying? But at least you still experienced everything you wanted to do.
Absolutely. I got to see a lot. I traveled a lot with basketball. It teaches you almost everything, man. Discipline, being on time. You know what I'm saying? Being honest, teamwork. It teaches you a lot. And so I'm 100%, 1,000% grateful for my basketball career, my school career. I went to college for free. I got a free master's degree. I traveled for free. I went overseas for free. Yeah, everything was free. I don't have any student debt. So it was a blessing. Yeah. It was nothing short of a blessing. So although some of the times was rough, everybody that I came across, I'm thankful for. Whether it was good, bad, whatever. I learned a whole lot. And I was successful. I had a very successful basketball career. I won 3 state championships back-to-back at Providence Day. I was player of the year.
I was about to say,
I was on fire.
Yeah.
What year was this?
That was when the Dale Curry tournaments was going real hard, too.
Yeah, Stephen Curry was at Charlotte Christian when I was at Providence Day. So, it was back during that time. I played in the Dale Curry tournament at the Bojangles, at Charlotte Latin. They used to have it there.
That's right.
Yeah, Ivory Lotta was in the Dale Curry tournament. Maya Moore was in the Dale Curry tournament.
Too.
Yeah, all of them, Big people came through. Joy Cheek was big in Charlotte. I played at Duke and as a college coach now.
She went to South Mid.
They went to South Mid.
Didn't Joy go to Mid?
Yep. I think they won the state maybe one year. I played against West Charlotte when they were, they were really good. We got to play against them in the tournament at the Grady Cole Center. So, man, it was great. It was great.
Grady Cole.
It was great.
You got to be from here to know what the fuck going on.
Garden,
I ain't lying, bro.
You get in there and get off. They gonna remember you.
Damn right.
Remember you. Yeah. So, man, it was awesome. It was awesome. Basketball, really took me a long way. It made me who I am, for sure.
I think that's when I kind of first heard your name. And shout out my dog, Tajma. Tajma used to talk about you all the time. My dog.
Taj from the east side?
From Idlewild. That's my dog. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, her and Stephanie, they whole family grew up with all of them too, man. Yeah, they're my people. Those are all east side
y'all
people,
deep over there on Idlewild.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody from over there. That's what I said. Chucky, shout out to Chucky, everybody over there. Even Joe Blow, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. Everybody that grew up on the east side, I pretty much grew up with all, and they always knew me. They called me Bebe. That was my nickname when we used to play on the courts at Idlewild.
I think my cousin said that in the party. I think Will might have called you that.
Yeah, they called me Bebe.
And dead ass until she saying this. I ain't say shit back to Will. I ain't know who the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah.
I ain't say that because I ain't know who he was talking about.
Yeah, they used to call me Lil Baby. I used to play, so they all saw me as like the little basketball tomboy, whatever. But I was like little sister to everybody. You know what I'm saying? My brothers was on, Idlewild too. You know what I'm saying? So we was all like family on the east side, man, for sure.
Speaking of family though, you come from a big family though.
Oh, absolutely.
How many siblings you have?
I have six. 3 brothers, 3 sisters. One of my sisters passed away in 2014. My oldest sister, Erica, she passed away of breast cancer. But the rest of us are still here. And
you next to the youngest?
Yep, I'm second to youngest. My little sister lives in Houston, has been there, I feel like about 10 years now. And then the rest of us are in Charlotte. Yep. So I do come from a big family. I got 20 nieces and nephews, actually.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And actually, 2 of us haven't even had kids. I haven't, and one of my brothers hasn't had kids. And I already have 20 nieces and nephews. So it's a lot of us. A lot of cousins as well. So, yeah, I come from a huge family, man. I love family. My family is everything to me. That's one reason I'm still in Charlotte. Probably one of the only reasons I'm still in Charlotte. Cause
I always say that.
I got to be by my family.
That, I'd have been gone.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican, right?
Actually, no, we're not Jamaican. Everybody thinks that. My mom owned Crystals for quite a while, but
that's where it come from.
Yeah,
like
she
people
didn't
feeling that way.
Yeah, and a lot of people assume that we were Jamaican, but she actually opened the club with a partner of hers who was from Jamaica.
Gotcha.
And so, he kind of brought that vibe, and then they came together and opened the club, and my mom just continued it on. But yeah, I'm from Charlotte. My dad was born in Virginia. My mom was actually born in Virginia, raised in Kannapolis. So we from here. All of my siblings was born and raised in Charlotte.
That's what's up. I'm glad you cleared that up because I swear everybody feel like. But speaking on Crystals, like Crystals that's iconic in the city, whether people know it or not. Like that's a staple. Like that's a stamp on your life. Like if you could get in this spot, like. That's something that you would never forget.
If you was outside, you knew what Crystals was.
You didn't have to be outside.
You did.
You heard of Crystals.
You had to be in that joint though.
You had to go. Yeah. You had to go get the vibe.
You had to be there to know, man.
Who was in the kitchen?
Just keep right off the back.
We just gonna go ahead and ask him.
Everybody want to know that.
half of Crystals being famous was the food. You know what I'm saying? Half of Crystals fame was the food. Yeah, man. A guy named Tango. He's from Jamaica. He's like an uncle to me. One of my
Shout out
really
Tango.
Good friends.
Shout out to Tango.
Tango was the person behind the food.
Whole city looking for Tango.
If you've heard of it's called Irie Nation now, but at the time it was called Irie Vibes on North Tryon, the Caribbean spot.
Where
he was in business there. It's on North Tryon. It's called Irie Nation now.
Irie Nation.
Different. He's no longer there, but. At the time, with running that business, he was cooking and we would have the food from there. But he was the cook who cooked the food for Crystals. So people used to come inside Crystals to get food, but it got so crazy at the door, like, hey, I'm just coming to get food and leave, so I don't want to pay to get in. We ended up cutting out a window.
Cut the window out.
We had to cut the window out of the wall back there just to have a food walk-up window, and the line would be just as long as the line to get in. Yeah, people would get off work at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, come get food and go home.
And I'm gonna be real. I was just about to say for people that's gonna be watching, man. If you out there, you watching. Our clubs close at 2, because a lot of places you go, they open a lot longer. We close at 2. So as soon as you leave out of there, I'm going follow me to Crystals, bro. Just keeping it,
Only place.
It was the only place to be at.
You're going to have to park and walk, but it was going to be, you're going to take that. Damn right, you're just going to take that walk, though.
It was cold sitting in that line for that food back in the day.
Yeah, but they would wait.
That shit,
they would wait.
I ain't give a fuck.
They would wait.
No, you can get your money back.
Oh, and I know that.
How old were you when your when your mom went into that?
She went into it in 2000. I think they were open by 2001.
So what was in about 6th grade?
Yeah,
about 6th grade, something like that?
I was in middle school. So that was 22, 23 years ago. So I'm 34. So I was 34 minus 22. I was young, man. I was young. I didn't even know what she was getting into. I wasn't even paying attention. I was so focused on basketball. And you, at that age, you don't know what the club is. You ain't paying attention to none of that. So
you just hear about it.
Yeah,
you just hear what's going on.
I just knew my mom was coming home at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning from closing up a club or whatever business. And then eventually, over time, I started to realize, But yeah, I was young.
But at what age did you start to go in? And
Okay, so after I graduated, when I came back from overseas, I still wasn't in it. It was probably around 2016, 17. So yeah, that 17, Crystals was booming. That was one of the biggest years. 2017.
Okay.
Yep. Actually, me and Ashley started New Era Entertainment around that time. Yeah.
Shout out Ashley
Washington.
Man.
Yeah.
Shout out Ashley, man.
Yeah, Ashley Washington. She was the one who got me into doing parties with New Era.
Y'all did that together.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I just thought Ashley was just like
no.
Right, Ashley one of the most littest females. Ashley, like she always loud and on go. Like, but I didn't know that was something y'all did together though.
Ashley started it. It was Ashley came up with the name. Ashley convinced me to do events.
I met
it was
Ashley
her idea.
I met Ashley at something you had at Tropics, if I'm not mistaken. It was way back, probably around that time.
Yeah.
That's
Ashley,
where I met
Ashley, me and Ashley actually officially met at Rocky River High School. We both worked there. She was a teacher there, and I was a BMT there. And so I used to, go around to different classes. So we ended up meeting and ended up realizing we knew a lot of the same people. And she knew my mom on Crystals. And so after we became, good co-workers, she started saying, man, why don't you have some events at your mom's club? I'm like, I ain't doing that.
Ain't it crazy how everybody know that your mom on? It's crazy,
yeah,
right?
they'd be like, hey, Pip. And I'm like, I know your mom. I know Crystals. I've been in Crystals. I seen you at the door. I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? So yeah, but Ashley was really the mastermind behind New Era. And then when she moved, she lives in DC now. When she moved to DC, she said, look, take it over.
That's why I don't see her.
You got it. Yeah, she don't see her because she's hopefully she comes back, but she lives in DC now, is doing very well up there. But it was her idea. When she decided to part ways, I was a little worried, like, I need you. And she said, you don't need me. She said, you got it. And from there, I just continue on the on the uphill. Man, it was, she really, I always give her credit. Anytime I talk about New Era, time I talk about parties, events.
You got to shout out. Y'all started out, y'all got out the mud together.
Because she was the one who really saw the potential in me and always say, I see more in you than you see in yourself, but you need to start seeing it in yourself.
Dead ass, I be saying that.
So, yeah.
I be saying that about you too, though.
Everybody say that about me, man.
Because I be 10 toes.
Yeah.
I be 10 toes behind Pip. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
She was mad at me because I ain't get on that live for DJing that Sweet Heat, but I was. But then I was like, I had my thoughts and my feelings about it, about just the whole thing, but. Also, if I go to Sweet Heat, sometimes I just want to enjoy myself.
You just want to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Get
sometimes
me.
I don't
I'm going to go to the extreme. I'm on them people out talking all kind of shit. I'm talking cash shit. Man, fuck that. Wait till Pip get on the smoke.
She was commenting and everything. I'm like,
this shit, man. Wait till Pip get on this bitch. What?
Yeah, but
texting her at the same time. Hey, where you at?
To get on, man. Where you at? Hey, she ain't telling no lies.
I believe it. Then texting her like, man, where you at? Well, I'm talking shit.
I'm out running around. She on my line. I'm like, damn, man. I just
3 days in a row, I was talking
on me.
Shit.
But it made me feel good and it inspired me and it let me know, people believe in me. Somebody thinks I'm good. And she wasn't the only one. She wasn't the only one hitting me saying, get on it. You need to, shoot your shot or whatever. But like I said, after thinking about it, I was like, I don't really want to go DJ. If I go to Sweet Heat, I want to enjoy myself. I'm so used to working and DJing and being. Sometimes I just want to lay back and hang with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. Yeah, I don't always want to work. So I said, if I go, I'm gonna just chill, man.
So all the stuff you was doing when you say, because you say you met Ashley, y'all worked together, and
right.
That's how y'all started networking.
Right.
But to get to that point, was it you being in Crystals that kind of made you branch off and do your own thing?
Crystals definitely was a big influence. Crystals kind of helped me see like, oh, this shit can work. You really can make money off entertainment. And it's not just about drinking. You know what I'm saying? It's just not about just coming taking people's money. And that's something my mom taught me too, was like, you really got to care about people. because these people are the reason you eat, and these people are making your business go. You know what I'm saying? So I just started to see, like, I love the relationships. I'm a people person, you know, just people that love people show. It inspired me, you know. So crystals was a big influence, and people started to see me kind of adopt crystals as mine as my mom started to retire, because my mom is will be 69 next month. So people don't realize my mom is as old as she is, or I don't mean to call her old, but as seasoned as she is. But yeah, people started to look at me as the representative for crystals. So many people were behind me and supportive of me and pushed me to, you know, keep it going, man. You know, keep doing it. You know, do your own events, you know, you're good at it. You got a
feel like
gift.
Your mom was putting you in a position?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She said that on many occasions. You know, we had meetings where she would tell the staff that, like, Epiphany is taking over this. I'm phasing out. So between me and my Uncle Reggie.
That got to be a hell of a feeling.
We ran it. Yeah, it was. But I always still said it was hers. This is not mine. This is my mom. She built this. She put the time in, along with some other people. But my mom really stuck in crystals through, you know, rain, sleet, and snow. She stuck behind crystals. That was her baby, and I just tried to finish it out for her. And had it not been for COVID, we'd probably still be open.
Right.
Yeah, fuck the pandemic, man. The pandemic
closes. You know what I'm saying? We were closed for 7-8 months, still paying rent and still paying utilities and stuff.
With nothing back. People don't get that either. Because was y'all able to do food out of there at the time?
Nah, we weren't able to operate at all. Even restaurants, you know, there was the point where you couldn't even sit down at a restaurant. You had to do takeout or whatever, curbside and all that. It shut everything down. So we took an L, but it was open for 20 years.
That's a fact. I was just about to ask you how long. But
20 years. We closed in.
That's a long time. And to be black owned, bro, that's a blessing.
Same owner, same name.
A lot of places in the city don't last 20 years.
They last
5.
The only thing probably dead as Chris, the longest clubs probably, if I had to guess, Excelsior, Scorpios, and Crystals.
Yeah.
Them got to be the longest. Anything that ever had that type of longevity is only them 3.
Yeah, actually, that might be just it.
They got to be. It's only them 3.
Just think about that.
Yeah, it is it.
And was Excelsior black owned?
Yeah.
It's for you.
Yeah. And to be black owned, to be the longest, them 2 to be the longest run. Like, come on, that's big.
Yeah. Only difference with Scorpios, it's been open for a long time, but they've switched owners.
They switched on 100 times.
We were under my mom was under the same name, same LLC, same, you know, all of that the entire time.
Oh, that's
so
what's up.
that was the difference in her. But I think she was the longest standing club, like I said, with the same name, same owner. Some people changed names or changed owners. Crystals was the same all the way through. So from 2001 to 2021.
And kept the same formula.
And kept damn right.
All them years.
Yeah.
And it worked.
And good music, good vibe.
Hey, that's
good
what
music. Most people like, you switch up, food ain't the same, music different. Like y'all can see a new management sign. I told you I'm gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, we just seen that too many times.
But that's a big deal, man. That's something for you and your family to always be proud of.
Oh yeah, always, man. That's why we weren't really mad when we closed, because it was like
we had to run.
It ran its course. You know what I'm saying? My mom was kind of tired anyway, and we was like, you know, at some point we wanted something else. We was kind of ready for the next thing. So, you know, we was good with it. You know, it was hard to see it go. And then they tore the building down, which
that's why
threw salt on the open wound, you know what I'm saying? But
we was
it was time.
Around looking for it.
But I remember you posted, she posted that shit, boy, that shit broke everybody hard.
Like, damn, it's really gone. You can't even go look at that motherfucker, you know? But it's cool, you know what I'm saying? It ended, I'm glad it ended the way it did. I didn't want it to end and somebody getting hurt or, you know what I'm saying, they taking our license for something. We ended on a fine note. Actually, the last night we was open was the night of my birthday. We had my birthday party at Tropics.
Mm-hmm.
We came to Crystals for the after party. And the very next day is when Donald Trump called a state of emergency and everything shut down. And then Roy Cooper or whoever, North Carolina, he shut North Carolina down. So it was my birthday, like literally, what was that, 21, that we shut down. That was the very last night. It was March 14th was my birthday party and it shut down that night. Damn. That was the last night we was open. So hey, it couldn't have ended any better way.
I was just gonna say that's like the last shot, like the Michael Jordan last shot.
So when you branched off though to do your own thing, were you? And I know you said it was a new era. Mm-hmm. Were you doing something like promoting first, or hosting, or like did y'all just go straight into venues?
So we went straight in. First was Crystals. We did what we call All Summer 17. So we were doing a day party once a month at Crystals. That's how that first started. And then we branched out to other venues. Now the hosting thing came because we did a Pride weekend one year with, I don't know if y'all know Case King from Raleigh, Durham area, Jay from Greensboro. They do the events up there. And then Gigi from Charlotte, she had the committee with Teresha, and then Ashley was in it. So we all kind of came together in Charlotte. And that's when we branched out and was doing some different venues and tried our hand at Pride together. And one night, Ashley was like, get on the mic, man, get on the mic. And I was so scared, but I got on, and she, everybody was like, dang, Pip, we didn't know you had a hosting voice. So from there, I kept hosting, you know what I'm saying? I just kept getting on the mic here and there or whatever. So it went from there, and shit. Honestly, I didn't even know I was good at that shit. I just tried it, and it worked.
You think you shy?
Absolutely.
But
absolutely,
when you get on the microphone, niggas will never know that.
So, but sometimes I got a little liquid courage, you know what I'm saying? I got to have a little drink to relax. But I really am shy, man. I really am shy. I gotta get in my zone to do that. But as things go on and people start rocking with you, the crowd is everything. In DJing, hosting, anything, the crowd gives you your energy. So as long as the crowd is behind you and they giving you love back, from there, it's all game.
So when you start, I didn't know you DJ. When you started DJing, pandemic?
In the pandemic.
You taught yourself?
I always wanted to DJ. Crystals kind of got me into wanting to DJ too. I used to see DJ, and I just knew.
Did you
vibes.
fuck around in
music? I tried. Yeah, sometimes at the end of the night, the DJs would let me get up there, or whatever. I mess around. But what actually ended up happening, my partner that I was with at the time, and still associated with, bought my equipment for Christmas for DJing, because I kept saying I want to DJ, but I just was bullshitting and ain't bought the equipment. She ended up buying my board, speakers, cords, microphone, computer, everything.
Yeah, get your ass out there. That's what that meant. That was quit dragging your feet. That's what that meant.
I got to give it to her. She bought everything, and I started practicing in the house. It's still alive on my Facebook right now. Me practicing on.
That's when I see you. That's when I see you. I'm like, when the fuck she started DJing?
Yeah, but I just always loved it. I know music. My dad loves music. My whole family loves music, really. And so I wanted to DJ, and it just happened. My first gig was at Pressbox on a Thursday night. My boy Dude from Tech 9 gave me a shot at it. It was like a Thursday slow R&B night. And
you're nervous?
I wasn't nervous because I thought he was going to do it with me. I got there, set up. He was like, okay, go ahead. I'm thinking I'm opening up. He never came back. He went to the other room and left.
With the pool tables?
Yeah, went to the pool tables. I'm like, I'm texting him like, yo, where you at? He said, you got it. He came in, looked at me, was like, go ahead, you got it. So I'm up there sweating bullets, like, oh shit, but before I knew it, the night was over. I had carried the whole night. He was like, I told you got it. And he said, I did it on purpose. You got to stop worrying and being, afraid. You got to get out there. That's the only way you're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to coddle you through this. Get out there, do it. That's how you're going to learn. And ever since then, I DJed at Pressbox quite a bit, and then started branching out to different events. So.
What's the university? Dubai?
Yeah, Dubai. I was their house DJ for 1 year. I used to live over that way, so I was their house. I had went in there one night. Actually, it was for the NBA Finals. We were sitting down, me and one of my bros and my girl was sitting down watching the game, and they had I hate to call the dude terrible. I don't even know who he was, but it didn't sound good to me. So I just went to the owner like, hey, do y'all, are y'all accepting other DJs? Can I get a shot? I'll do the first one for free. So he said, it was Thursday. He said, come tomorrow night, and I'll give you a shot. Came the next night. When I finished playing, he said, I want you every weekend.
God damn.
Nah, when she posted, you know what she posted? Yeah. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be out there.
It was packed.
I'm going to be out there, bro.
Yeah, I was like, everybody pull up and do pop-up party at Dubai. So it was the crowd that came.
But you couldn't even get it. What? You couldn't even get in the door. I told my boy.
It was popping.
Because you posted like they was looking for security one night. So
you did put my boy
I said, I'm gonna look out for dog. Like that's my dog. So I hit my boy. He was like, all right, I'm gonna pull up out there.
Right.
Boy, we got to the door. I'm like, it was like a bid and war to get in there. Like everybody was like, nah, we was out here. Everybody was like, we don't give a fuck. We got money. Like it was bad at the door. Bad. But everybody, no diss to them, but everybody was coming for Pimp.
It was
sticking
there.
Dope.
Another time where I surprised myself because I wasn't expecting that many people to show up. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting that many people to show up at all. So I think the owners seen, it's getting a little warm, but I think the owners kind of seen too, like, oh shit, she could bring a crowd. She DJs, it's good people in here.
That's the one you did. That was the first one you did.
That was the very first one, and he ended up paying me anyway. I told him you don't got to pay me. And the night he gave me like $100 just to say thank you.
Just on strength.
And I think the following weekend I came back and I was there every Friday and Saturday night for like a year straight. But I started to get burnt out with it. You know, I was kind of ready to branch out. I didn't want to be tied down to it. So eventually he kind of branched out, got some different DJs. And now I just go there every now and then when they need me to fill in. But that's kind of where I really started getting my foot, you know, really imprinted with Dubai. Dubai really where people started saying, okay, let me get you to DJ this party or that party. So yeah.
So when you I know when you started New Era though, and you said how you and Ashley linked.
Yeah.
With Diamond, like, how did that happen? And shout out Diamond.
Yeah, shout out Diamond Productions, man, for sure. That's my dog. I can't even remember how I met Diamond either.
Diamond good people though.
Yeah, Diamond cool, man. Diamond definitely cool. Diamond is very focused and very determined. She's very headstrong. Diamond knows what she wants, and she gonna go get it. You know, so
it's crazy because Diamond, I know how I met. She knew my daddy before she knew me. I didn't even know.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Yeah, Diamond from Virginia. So Diamond had moved here some years back, and like I said, I can't 100% remember how we were introduced to how we met, but I know we eventually decided to try to do something together, and it just worked because she could host, I was hosting. You know, we ended up doing photo shoots and getting on flyers together, and it kind of took off, and we did some big things. COVID hit, and we stopped doing stuff too. And see, at COVID, I started DJing, and she had stopped doing events because all the venues were shut down. So by the time things opened back up, I was so indebted in DJing, I was kind of off the party thing for a minute. And so then she started doing parties on her own and whatnot. So. And I stayed off the party. You see, now I really don't do parties unless it's my birthday, and I did Pride last year, which was successful. But I really just got a bigger vision for me. You know, I still want to do events, but
what's the biggest event you've done?
Biggest event was the Pride with Dimples, I think. And then the artists we brought, we brought Snoop from The Wire. That was big. We brought Arian Davis twice. She was from Love and Hip Hop.
I was in one. She was
at Press Box, yeah. And we had her at a day party at Crystal's. We brought who was Carly Red and DJ M from Atlanta.
Did you have somebody at Did you have somebody at Recess?
I don't think we had nobody at Recess. We did have some day parties there. We had New Year's party. We teamed up with Blaze a couple times too and did some events. I don't think I had nobody at Recess. I don't remember if I did. We had a dope New Year's Eve party there though, but so we brought a few people, you know what I'm saying? But my biggest events was at Press Box. And when Dimples came, that was probably one of the biggest weekends. And then Snoop was a huge party too. So that was my biggest event. You know, I kept my wrist down because with the LGBT community, it ain't but so many of us. So for me to go spend a high amount of money, you know what I'm saying, just wasn't smart. I don't have the clientele that the other promoters out here had. Yeah, so I had to play it safe.
But when you was doing it through Pride events, you doing it dolo or you partnering with the community? Because that's a big thing in Charlotte, whether people know or not, like downtown, like how they do everything. Do you ever do stuff with the community or you just do everything solo?
Everything was either solo or when me and Diamond was partnering, we would go in half. I never had no like silent investor or like some people thought my mom was investing. And I was, it was rumors that all kinds of stuff about my mom funding stuff. Everything that I did came out of my pocket, and if I was partnering with Diamond, we would go in half together. If it was just me and Ashley, it was half and half. So we never did anything with the community, but I wanted to do some community-based stuff. I just never got to it, and so yeah, everything was solo, man. Everything, all those artists we brought was out of the pocket. Hell yeah, absolutely. I wanted to team up with the Black Gay Pride Committee, but I think what we do versus what they do is kind of different. But I would love to. I would love to connect more with the community. That's something I actually been thinking about is trying to get connected with the community more. But I ain't even really, I don't know where to start because I never really looked into it too much. I always just do my own thing. What I want to do, I go for it, do it, provide the vibe, and I get out the way. So, but community-based stuff would be nice. You know what I'm saying? So even some volunteer stuff, catering to the youth, you know what I'm saying, mentor to the youth. That's something I was doing when I was working at CMS. You know what I'm saying? So I still work in that field now. I work with people with developmental disabilities. So, that's my field. If there's anything
we can do.
Oh, absolutely.
You know how you got to do it.
If it's an opportunity or something, man, I did one event where we fed the homeless. I don't know if you remember that Hearts Were Giving Hands when we went down when the tents was downtown.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Tent City.
And we paid, we brought a lot of food and stuff down there. I used crystals at the drop-off spot. People were dropping off food and water, toiletries. We took all that downtown. and was giving it out down there. I still got videos from that. That's one of the biggest community-based events that I've done.
You think you do anything like that in the future?
I would love to. If anybody sees this podcast and they need somebody, especially on the LGBT side, or just disability side, or just mentoring the youth, or people in need, anything community-based, I would love to get into it. Like I said, I just hadn't had the time to really look and see, but I'll volunteer. I don't got to be paid for it. I'll do it for free. Anything catering to the Charlotte community, I'm born and raised here, I will do it. So if y'all know anybody, I'm down.
That's love, though.
Yeah, let me know. Yeah. For sure, man. Let me know. What's your questions, man?
I'm just.
Why you quiet over there? I ain't even seen you sip your drink. What's up?
That's how he do. That's how he do. He be bullshit on the day.
You sleeping?
I've been. No. I
just gotta wake his ass up.
I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm just fucking with you, man.
So when you say like, I'm kind of leave you high and dry on this though, but when you say being in the community, like for those who don't know, like for us, it was a little harder than it is like. For people now to come out, you think that's just society, or you think social media changed it?
I think social media had a lot to do with it, for sure. I think it took for a lot of, I guess you could say, famous people to start stepping up and representing for us. Just, you know, a lot of people hate Lil Nas X, but he was big and coming out for men, you know what I'm saying, or just LGBT period. A lot of people hating on Dwayne Wade's daughter, but that's big. Even starting to see LGBT scenes on movies and TV shows, and I forgot the guy's name, but whoever that CNN anchor is that came out, he got a husband and a son. You know, it took for some people that's powerful, you know what I'm saying, and high up in society, the media, whatever, to start coming out and being honest about their sexuality. Even, you know, Queen Latifah, the Brat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Other people as well, Ellen DeGeneres, you know, those type of people coming out. But I think it just took time. Just over time, it took for LGBT people to be in powerful positions, for us to gain some respect, and then for us to speak up for ourselves and to not hide, you know, I feel like we got to get in the shadows, you know what I'm saying? We started living our truth. And just over time with social media and the world developing so much, it's like y'all got to see us. Y'all got to hear us. We living amongst y'all, and we not no different from nobody else. Our preference is our preference. So, yeah, I think it's been big. Because when I came out,
was it hard for you when you did?
It was hard for me. My mom wasn't a huge fan of it at first, but my sisters were actually real instrumental in defending me to my mom and letting her know, like, it's still Epiphany. It's still the same daughter.
People don't
my siblings came to bat for me. Yeah,
damn right.
So my siblings came to bat for me, and so eventually my mom started liking it. She like, you know, loved the camaraderie. My teammates used to come around, and you know, she started to kind of see like it's nothing wrong with it. It was just something she wasn't used to. So
because it wasn't in the forefront.
It wasn't. It was taboo. It was like, you know, you didn't see that, or you didn't talk about it if you did see it. So it just took time, you know, over time, and for different people to come and support us, and even the straight community support. Because you see at my parties, I got guys there, straight women there, my homegirls, different coworkers. My parties are not just LGBT. It's kind of everybody. And that's the vibe I want. I want everybody to be included, man. So
I'll holler at all of them. I be going through the party, yo.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but hey, it wasn't too hard. I think it's a little bit tougher for guys. I think it's tougher for them. They have it harder than we do.
But I tell people all the time, you know? Like, the biggest thing, like, when you look at society and people say, I mean, obviously I don't know what it's like to be a guy, but that's hard to be a black man, right?
Absolutely.
But imagine being a black man and being gay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's easy. That's tough. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Tough as hell.
You gotta hide who you are, like, or even like being a stud, you walk into a job. It was times like you can walk into a job, people they don't take the personal out. So if that's somebody's religion and you walk into a job interview and they against that, you ain't getting that job. Right. Not even, you could be overqualified. Right. You won't get it. Yeah. Because they got their personal feelings involved. Right. And that's a lot of things you have to deal with. Or I tell a lot of young people, like, people always tell you, growing up in our age range, you'll hear people be like, sticks and stones, you know, but words don't hurt, right? But some of that shit, when you real little and you know what you want, that shit hurt.
It do hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
It still hurt.
Yeah, it's still gonna hurt.
It still can hurt.
So for any, like, young kid watching now, 'cause I know you do work with youth.
Yeah.
What would you give somebody that's struggling with their sexuality?
That's a good question. That's a lot of cliche shit that you could say, like, you know, just be yourself, you know, living your truth, which I totally agree with, but
it is it's not as easy sometimes.
It's just not, man. It's not. You really gotta have support, you know, and if you don't have that support, whether it's your friends or your parents, you know, it's so much easier to transition to that when you still have the love of the people that you love and the love of the people that you respect. Because I always say, like, you don't have to accept it. You don't necessarily have to respect it, but you don't have to disrespect it. And you don't, and you can love me through it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to understand none of that. But when you can love somebody through it, so it's just, you know, I just hope that they would have love, you know what I'm saying? And I would tell, you know, the people around them, you know, accept them for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody needs love. Everybody needs somebody. So, you know, I would definitely want them to don't shy away from being who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to pour yourself on the people. You don't have to push your sexuality on the people and make them like it. You need to like you. When you look in the mirror, you need to like who you are. And as long as you like who you are, you got to walk in your own shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody else can walk in your shoes. And you got to be willing to deal with whatever comes along with it. Just like, you know, a drug dealer. If you get caught, you got to be able to deal with that jail time. You know what I'm saying? If you do the crime, you got to. So anything that you do, you got to be willing to do whatever comes along with it. You know what I'm saying? That's in anything in life. But I would just tell them, you know, it's so many people that support, so many support groups out here, different mentorships and stuff like that, that they should, you know, look into to try to get that support if they don't have it from their immediate family or immediate friends. And don't be afraid, man. There's so many other people out here like you. You know what I'm saying? We all been in that position before. So, you know, there's ways and there's avenues out here to get that support and to, you know, for people to help you feel comfortable with who you are. But at the end of the day, if you're happy with yourself, you got to continue to move forward and believe in yourself and be who you are. You know what I'm saying? And don't let nobody let you shy away from that. That's the same thing, like I said, you know, Dwayne Wade's daughter going through, so much backlash, but they've supported her through it. And
understand normalizing having grace on people, but understand these still be kids at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, I was a kid. I honestly, people ask me, when did you know you were gay?
You know, bro.
I honestly feel like I was born this way.
I promise you.
I feel like I was never feminine. I never wanted to wear a dress. I'm talking about 3rd grade. I got in trouble for it was a friend of mine who I still know her name to this day. I had my hand on her leg right here. You know what I'm saying? But I was trying to be her friend. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be her friend, but I admired her. I felt like I liked her. It wasn't in a sexual way, but I liked her more than I was attracted to her in more than just like my homie type of way. But I just had my hand on her leg or whatever, and she ended up saying something to the teacher, and they went to the principal's office, and they asked me, like, what did you do then? I was like, I was just trying to be her friend, but from that moment, looking back on it as I got older, I liked her. You know what I'm saying? I even liked her in middle school, so I knew I liked her. But
it's crazy you say 3rd grade, because I promise that's when I knew.
I just knew. It was just always me. I was always a tomboy, always wanted to hang with the boys. I always wanted to hang with my brothers. But one thing that I think influenced me, too, was that my mom had a girl, and then like 10 years later, she had a boy. And then like 4 years later, she had a boy. 2 years later, she had a boy. 2 years later, she had me. And then 4 years later, she had another girl.
It's boy.
So I grew up with 3 brothers.
Yeah.
So everything they did, I wanted to do. I followed them. My big sister, Erica, was 44 when she passed. Erica was like 20 years older than me. So Erica was gone and grown, you know, in college.
So it was just all boys.
It was
Basically,
all boys.
It was just all boys.
Right. That's all I knew. And then when Isha was born, my little sister, she was a baby. So
what's
I'm
your
following,
age gap, too? You and your
like
younger
2.5, almost 3 years. So, yeah, all I had, my role models was my brothers. So one of my brothers was really great at basketball. I followed him. I followed him to the court, you know. So those are my role models. And I don't know if that influenced it because I wanted to be like them. So I wanted to wear basketball shorts and T-shirts and stuff like that. But then I got so good at basketball, I was actually discovered by my PE teacher, Mr. Glenn at Idlewild. He sent me to Cochran Middle School for a tryout for AAU for Kerry Tucker. And I played for the Queen City Jewels, and I went the first day. I made the team.
Jewels was on people's ass, boy.
Yeah, so that was kind of how that happened. It was just always in me, man. It was always in me. I never had a huge attraction to guys. That was never my thing. I had one middle school boyfriend who actually was just murdered, unfortunately, at the end of the year last year, Scott Howard. And it was like a love and basketball thing. He played at Albemarle Road, and I played at Albemarle Road. And that was the only guy that I ever like trusted, but I knew that wasn't for me. So, that's kind of how that happened. But yeah, if any kid out there, man, shoot, be who you are, shit, because don't nobody got to walk in your shoes but you.
But you.
That's it. So that would be my advice right there.
We gonna play a game with you too, cause you from Charlotte. We play a game up here called How Charlotte Are You?
All right.
So we gonna ask a couple questions.
Go ahead and explain to her the game real quick.
So the way we play, yeah, you good.
I was on tequila for my birthday. I liked it though.
What kind?
Oh shit. People was buying me so many shots. I was drinking whatever my brother, Don Julio and
Don the Devil, boy.
Don Julio and Casamigos.
That might be about the, it's a rap for Casamigos.
But it made me feel good though.
But what kind you drink?
I don't drink
Blanco
but the Don Julio Reposado, I just recently got on that.
For real?
Oh, girl, she put me on.
Bruh.
If it ain't that, it's Crown. That's
We went to Chucky.
That's all I fuck with.
Chucky album release, and you had the Don.
Nah, you know who that was.
Ran this.
Yeah.
Where was it at?
I was in there just
Jamaican flavor.
I'm sweating bullets in there like everybody looking at me. They looking at me like.
No, I was hot too. I came out.
Bro, somebody one of them niggas from out of where I come behind me. I don't remember who it was. Like, since you geeking? No, nigga, I'm hot.
That be the thing, bro. Like, it's a bunch of niggas in this shit. Hot in the motherfucker. Yeah, I'm from 3 people in the section. It's about 10.
Bro, I don't know how you do that, dog.
Shout out Jamaican Flavor too, though. You know, I done DJ quite a few times. You know, the owner, the lady. You know, what I'm saying she real cool. I didn't know that owner was a female. I didn't know that. Yeah, she is. She is, and she, you know, as far as I know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know everything, but as far as I know, she, you know, pretty much run it, and she's always been cool. You know, she know my mom, she know Crystals, and always showed me love, and Philly and them, Ezra, they was the ones who originally got me up in there, but Jamaican Flavor.
Ezra from out of where?
Is Ezra? No, not Taj, brother.
Not that Ezra?
Nah, his name Ezra, 1985, something like that. He one of the promoters that worked with Philly and them. But yeah, I fuck with Jamaican Flavor, man. Yeah, I fuck with Jamaican Flavor. It remind me of Crystals a little bit. It's a little bit different clientele, but it's really like black owned, black people supporting. And every time I've gone, it's been good vibes. I ain't never had no problems. But anyway, yeah, back to the game. Just to put that out there. I fuck with Jamaican Flavor. Just put that out there, you know. It's always been good vibes when I'm there, you know what I'm saying? So,
we had a good time.
Before we play the game, I gotta ask the shit in my inbox, and I get this question all the time. Pip, are you single?
I knew you was about to ask me that shit.
They gonna be on my ass if I don't ask.
Nah, I mean, I would.
I get to put the word in for me shit all the time. Man, put your own word in, man.
Man, it's
When the
technically,
that's the answer right there.
No bullshit. When the nigga say,
when you got to reposition yourself in the seat,
we might come back to
that's
that.
That's the answer. We'll spin the block.
We'll come back to that one.
Yeah, I mean, I won't say that I'm in a full blown relationship.
You got somebody special?
I've had I was in a 5-year relationship, and it's, you know, some ups and downs and stuff like that. But, you know, at this point right now in my life, I feel like, you know how you feel like you're not single, but you're not in a relationship? Or you're not in a relationship, but you're not single. So
I'm in the moment.
It kind of feels like that, you know. Yeah. So it's a situation, but technically, am I single? Technically, absolutely, yes. But
that's it.
I'm not, but I'm not out here mingling looking. You know, I would say that because I'm just focused, and, you know, I always believe in completely closing one door before you open another one. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect or shade to my situation, or you know, everybody
for the
probably
record,
knows
this ain't the city to be looking.
Yeah, I ain't looking.
This ain't the city to be looking.
I'm good. You know, I love my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm very loyal. You know, probably loyal to a fault. But like, I would say like right now, I'm not looking. Am I single? Technically, yes, but I do have a situation. Yeah, so I'm still.
So don't keep fucking inboxing me. Don't be asking.
Still involved, but you know, I love all the ladies that come and support. You know, I never hesitate to show them love, even if you ain't supporting social media. I'm humble as hell, man. So yeah, you know, always cool with hanging out, friends. You know what I'm saying, socializing, cool. But am I looking for something to move into something? No, not necessarily. No.
So don't ask me no goddamn.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So we gonna get in the game then.
All right.
So the way it works, the game is called How Charlotte Are You? Right? We ask a couple questions. We all agree, no shot. We can't agree, gotta take the shot.
We all gotta take it?
We all gotta take it. We ain't gonna leave you out there to dry.
1, 2, 3. All 4.
So y'all didn't even tell me who she is.
No, 5. That's B. That's the homegirl. That's B.
Oh, okay.
That's B. That's the homegirl.
They ain't even introduced us. I like your dreads. Oh, you not from Charlotte? Where you from?
Rock Hill.
South Carolina, no, baby.
Yeah, Rock Hill.
What's wrong with Rock Hill?
What part of South Carolina?
For a meal. Okay. They said,
Hey,
oh,
shit.
nah.
Yo, hold on. Now that I got you, why is that not the same?
Yeah, why do y'all?
Take you down there, you'll tell
I work down there. I met a lot of good people down there. Shout out to Rock Hill.
It's a lot of good people down there.
Yeah. But it's an exit.
They be ready to
separate
fight over
y'all.
that shit.
It definitely do.
Bruh.
It's just an exit to separate. I thought.
Oh, wow. I'm glad
I
y'all
didn't know it
said
was a
that.
thing.
It's two totally different.
It's two totally
cities.
different.
I mean, we're right beside each other.
But you stayed in both, right?
I did go to school in Rock Hill. I stayed in Rock Hill and Fort Mill.
So why you don't claim Rock Hill? Is it
Yeah,
rough?
why you don't want to claim the rock?
Is it
Why you don't
rough?
claim
Is
the
it
rock?
rough in Rock Hill?
I don't claim it. I'm not from there.
Okay. All right. Well, we gonna let that one because
She beat
somebody-
my ass over that shit.
Hey, well, look though. Before we get off Rock Hill, though, we actually do have a spot that's about to open in Rock Hill. I hadn't really told too many people about it, but it's called the Rock Bar and Grill. So
gonna come through.
I kind of we've been on the low about it, but it's actually about to open. It's a restaurant bar and grill. To have hookah, got a patio, full
shit.
bar, sound system. Everything is ready. We just haven't really put it out there yet. But
When
we
you say
fixing
we.
one. So if y'all remember Reggie, my uncle, him and we got some other partners, but really our family, it's really the same, you know what I'm saying, our family. My uncle is always in the forefront. He's a huge business guy, but at the end of the day, he really helped Crystals go. He was really my mom's right-hand man. But him and our family, we opening that down in Rock Hill. So that'll be open soon, and we working, hopefully getting some other things going in Charlotte.
Maybe
but yeah,
this
y'all
year?
look out for that. Rock Hill,
Bar
y'all look
and
out for
Grill.
that. Look out for that.
Yeah, from the rock.
Look out for that. The Rock Bar and Grill coming soon. Look out for that.
Rock Hill Bar and Grill.
It's called the Rock Bar
The
and Grill.
Rock Bar and
The
Grill.
Rock Bar and Grill in Rock Hill. So y'all look out for that. I'll put all the information out there in due time, but real soon y'all look out for that.
It's
for
gonna
sure.
be right there in the corner as you say this. We're gonna put a little subtitle.
Yeah,
we dropped it at the
Put
bottom.
that, the Rock Bar
we
right
dropped
got the
it at the
address,
bottom.
logo, all that.
Yeah,
Put that on there because
we
I
got
need
you.
that publicity.
We
for
got
sure.
you.
The Rock Bar and Grill
We
is
got
gonna be
you.
opening
But
soon.
you was doing like your own when you doing your own hookah service like that
Yeah,
one time. So you still doing it?
I should have built a damn LLC, man. I should have kept it going because it's so big now. But yeah, I just had hookahs at Crystals, really.
That was it.
That was it. I had
Damn.
catered some hookahs at some different spots, but actually I was doing hookah at Recess at one point before he got hookahs for our day parties and stuff.
That's when
I was doing
you
hookahs there because
Recess.
that's before they had got hookahs there. I would bring my own for my parties. So that's probably where you see me at. But other than that, I ain't take it far. But I should have kept that shit going.
That's the thing.
Hey, they winning out there.
The hookah. If you got that, you are automatic.
You got a crowd.
The women like the vibe, so they showing up for the hookah.
If you don't got it,
Better
you
get
dead.
it.
You better get it.
You better convert.
You
to
got
it.
to have
That's where the
hookah
vibe
for
at.
sure.
So
But yeah, what's up with this game though? I'm
right.
ready. Bet.
We give you two options. You pick one. If we all agree, no shots. If we start with you though, you answer first.
I bet.
If everybody don't follow suit, or if we outnumbered, you got to take the shot.
I bet.
All right.
All right, let's
She
go.
gonna be the deciding factor over there.
Fort Mill gonna be the
Fort
deciding
Mill.
factor.
Fort Mill.
Ain't even Charlotte. It's not Atlanta.
No bullshit.
I'm ready to say it. It's not Atlanta. She said Fort
God
Mill.
damn.
Fort Mill is not Rock Hill. It's not Atlanta, nigga.
Boy.
Concord is not Charlotte.
I'm telling you.
Don't do yeah.
Matthews is not Charlotte. Cadapolis is not Charlotte. Nigga, Huntersville ain't either. Get that
And
shit
y'all
right.
in Fort Mill, y'all are not Charlotte.
Y'all are
bro.
not Charlotte.
Pip crazy as hell, bro. That's the truth, though.
She probably can
It's
relate to a
not
lot of this
Atlanta.
stuff though, man. All right, we're gonna kick it off though. We're gonna start.
All right.
So we got Power 98 or 92.7.
Power 98.
Power 98.
Pound 98.
Gotta agree.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. Jazz in the Park, Festival in the Park.
Jazz in the Park.
I got Jazz in the Park.
Jazz in the
God
Park.
damn.
Yep.
The only nigga with festival.
So we.
Does it switch every time?
Oh, so wait.
I know.
So if one
this the
person
first-
don't agree, it's on all of
it's
us.
a wrap. Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
the
this-
whole shit. But I knew we was gonna drink with that
damn.
one.
No, look, for this
ahead.
one question, because this the first time your ass won, I take the shot.
For real.
Yeah, because this the first one. This the first dub you done got off of that.
For real. Nobody picked. Oh yeah, you right.
This the
Niggas-
first time you ever got a dub.
Hold on, real quick. Why did you pick Jazz in the Park?
Actually, I ain't gonna lie. I spoke a little soon.
Oh, here we go.
I spoke a little soon. Because after I thought about it, I was like, the festivals in the park in Charlotte, it's been reggae festivals. The festivals off Monroe Road turns into something going towards downtown. That little park right there on the left.
On the left.
I mean, man, the festivals in the park have been crazy. My
That's
mom
why
actually
they
used
do
to be a vendor.
Juneteenth. When you talking about Juneteenth and all that stuff.
Yeah, back in the day. What park is that?
That's Independence Park. But hold on, man.
Yeah, that's Independence Park.
But that's where the Jazz in the Park was at. Was they not mixing
the festivals with the vendors, the play? Hey, that shit. It's another one. I can't. It's downtown near Irwin Avenue, down there by Ray's Splash Planet. It's some park that was down there or somewhere down there.
Fourth Ward.
It might be. It's a park down on the left. It's like down a little dip down the hill, and it's a little park down there. They used to have a stage and stuff out there. I grew up going out there. They used to have African art, African clothes and stuff. Cause my mom used to own a Ashwani. It was an African store. That's the first business my mom owned in Charlotte. They used to have all kinds of stuff for the kids out there.
Right.
So the festivals was topping it, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. From the time I was a kid all the way to the Reggae Fest, the festivals was topping. So I spoke soon, but I didn't know if I could change my answer.
You know you can always change the answer.
I didn't know if I could change my answer.
You know, nah, I'm joking.
So I really did speak to someone. So,
oh yeah, I was about to say for me. Don't bullshit over there.
It's too late now. It's rap.
Don't play with the country.
All right. So you got Summerfest or Jingle Jam?
Summerfest, definitely.
I was gonna say.
Wasn't it a Summerfest at West Charlotte one time?
Nikki B told me that.
Yeah, it was.
I never knew that until I didn't remember, but Nikki B told me that.
Was you born in Charlotte?
No, I'm born in Columbia.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was back in the day.
She said she was real young, but I never knew
it was at West Charlotte. Yeah,
she said it was at West Charlotte first.
For sure.
All right, Cameo or Onyx? Choose wisely.
The event though ain't about to come out now.
Man.
I kind of know already, bro. I'm
gonna go out on a limb. I'll go with Cameo, bro.
Cameo.
I got Cameo. We good.
Cameo didn't run long.
You had me sweating for a minute, though, bro.
Cameo didn't run long, but while Cameo was there, Cameo bust.
Sport did his thing.
Yeah, whoever was in there did their thing. But it probably was hit.
It probably was lit.
It hit. It was short and sweet, but it hit while it was there.
It did numbers too.
It did numbers. Yeah,
because it gave strip club and club.
It did.
It was a win-win. It was a win-win.
Didn't it have food? Did it have food? I can't remember.
If they did have,
or they might have had it outside or like somebody cooking. But
he said Onyx.
I just don't understand why people say Cameo.
But you
had to be there.
I went a couple times. The shit was just too big for a strip club.
But it was packed.
It was packed. When did you go on Friday?
No, I went like events and shit.
That's why.
Okay.
So
that's why.
Was it not meant?
It was just too big for a strip club. Like,
True that.
But that's why she said it was giving strip club and
it was
club.
giving strip club and club.
I think that was the whole.
It was giving both.
The purpose.
You really going Cameo and forget that shit was a strip club.
No bullshit.
Dead ass.
I think
it was
a lot
just a
of
party
people,
vibe.
Until they start throwing money, and then it was. You knew that.
Yeah.
Hey, but hey, don't forget about Nikki's though. Nikki's made.
We got you. We got you covered. No, we got you covered.
You had to be a real nigga to be up in Nikki's now.
We got you covered.
We with some OGs up in Nikki's.
We got you covered.
Hey, don't forget.
All right, so I know I got one that you could be at. I think this is an easy pick right here. You got Crush or 935.
935.
That's what I got.
Win-win.
Your hands down. 935. They did. Was it an Adolf?
Yeah. Shout out to
Adolf. Unlocked. I was at UNC Charlotte at the time.
Oh, y'all was definitely in there. They was in there deep.
It wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
What, college night?
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing.
Was it Wednesday night?
It was a
night.
Thursday.
Or Thursday night.
Thursdays. Yeah, we was all in there. 935 was the time. Yeah, that was like the start of my club life. You know what I'm saying? Going with my classmates, teammates. 935. Oh yeah, we got it up in there. That was fun. I definitely take 935.
Had it lit from Wednesday up to about
Oh
Saturday.
yeah, I never went on no other day but Thursday. I never went in 935. But at the time, at my age, it was college night for me. That was when my people was in there. But 935, yeah, I fucked with 935. Sure.
Yeah, we gonna leave it sober. I can tell that.
I know.
Yeah,
right. I'm about to get them say the wrong thing just so we can take a shot.
That's why we making you go first.
Yeah, you go first. See what route we gonna take.
All right, you got Ice or the Vox?
I've never been to either one of them.
Huh?
Never been to either one of them.
What you pick?
I never been to either one.
What you pick?
Never. Ice.
I got ice too.
I've never been.
We got to drink because this is.
She never win.
4 million. What you got?
So I don't know nothing about the ice, but I did come up here for the box.
How the fuck you
That's
come
some
all the way
country
from
shit.
up there?
Because that's some country. Remember?
How the hell?
Very young.
That's country
How we
shit.
across town and we never been. We don't go to the Vox.
I was coming to the box.
She come from way down 77. We got to drink.
That's why she
man.
picked the
God.
box.
Yo, what was that club right there that Sport? I think Sport was doing too. When you like by
Kim, no offense.
what's the community college? Central what's the community college?
CP?
downtown? CPCC. There was a building right there across from CPCC, right before you get to Elizabeth.
On the corner.
Something
It was
social
on the
or
corner.
something.
It was on the corner.
What was
big
that
as
called?
shit.
What was that called?
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
It was nice.
It was real
Sport
nice.
promoted a night there.
That shit was huge.
It was right.
What
It
was
was
it
kind of
called?
where the was it on the backside where like the stadium was at kind of?
Nah, it was on the
It
corner.
On
was
the
across
corner.
from the
It
stadium.
was on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
backside
It
on
was.
the
It was.
corner.
Yeah, it was.
Not been in
Yeah,
there.
it's beside it, right by Elizabeth. Before you cross over.
I forgot
and
the
go up
name of
towards-
it, but I
don't know
forgot.
the
I
name
forgot
of
all
it.
it. Damn, I forgot all about it. That shit was rocking too.
I wonder what that was before they changed the name. But where was the Vox at? Where was Ice at? I've never been to either one of them.
Vox was on.
Wait, you remember where
Vox
King
was
Richards
on-
was at?
Yeah.
Never been to King.
All right.
Richards.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to get them one for
Yeah,
anyway.
'cause I'm like, we was young.
It was on Freedom.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
on Freedom.
It was on Freedom.
Okay, yeah. Nah, I never been to either one.
It was on Freedom.
All right, bet. All right,
Ice
all
was
right.
lit though. That Larry had that shit lit.
No Limit Larry?
Yes.
Oh, where?
And I can't remember who was spinning at the time. Might have been like Butterfingers.
Uh,
But either way, they had that shit
I'm gonna
lit.
throw one out there we ain't never put on there though, bro. Club One or Sports One?
Club what?
Club One.
Oh, Club
You know
One.
what Club One was at?
Yeah.
Club One was something else before it was that. It would have been a bunch of things, but I can't remember. You been to Club One?
I've been to Club One. I've been to Sports One.
Which one you got?
I went with Club One.
I got
Sports
Club
One was so small, and it just seemed like a brunch spot. It didn't seem like a really nice
They party vibe.
Yeah.
I got you.
Club One, I hosted some parties with Milan out there. Shout out to
Shout out
Milan.
They had more space out
Cooley
there
and
than
them.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had me host out there, and I thought it was just more space, like you said. But I like Club One. I like Club One. Music Factory, period. Has
The Music
been,
Factory was a vibe.
Yeah,
That was a
it
staple.
was-
That was a
Willie's,
staple.
man.
Lie.
Why
Well, they
took
did
that
us
shit
bad.
away?
Oh my God.
The pandemic.
Man,
Was that not
every
the
time
starting
we get
spot?
something that's worldwide or that's in Miami or that's in
they
Atlanta,
killed
take
it.
it
tell
away.
us-
You know what I'm
they tell us
saying?
up.
Like,
But I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
Where Willie's in Charlotte, the Music Factory at the time had a run, but where Willie's in Charlotte, where Willie's had a run.
They did.
If you watch and
they-
bring that
So
shit
I'm like,
back, where Willie's had a run though, bro.
man, I
for
don't
real,
know
for
why
real.
they
They
took
started
that out of
bringing the
Charlotte.
DJ and shit in there.
Yeah.
All
She had
that
a
shit.
run.
I went
She
in there a
did.
couple
First
times.
2 years was
But it
lit.
was a vibe.
It was.
And
it
it,
was straight to
it
me.
didn't used to really be no bullshit
Right.
in the
Everybody
Music
came
Factory
in there
though.
on a good.
It was
That's when you
decent.
started out. That was
Start
really
out.
the pregame.
That was the
Right.
kickoff.
It was time-
Before it was
Get your
time to get
frozen
it. They was
Your
trying
ass
to
had
hit
all
to
the
walk
cab.
from way
hit,
down
get
there.
the call a cab,
Call a
hit,
cab.
get a little
Hey,
tequila wing and head out,
That
bro.
call a
You know what I'm
cab was
saying?
Had your
yeah,
ass,
Your
some
bro.
frozen
bullshit.
drink. But see,
Yeah,
where else
yeah.
can you go now? You know it's frozen drinks.
Not one.
No way.
Not really. You know, you go to the Hispanic spots, they might do your frozen margarita or something.
Yeah.
But
Pina coladas
that
and
was
shit
it.
like
That's what I'm
that.
saying. I don't know why they killed what
Let's
Willie's
start a
like
drink.
Bro,
that.
they
Yeah,
need to
keep
bring
it
that
going.
shit back.
They do. We need a
was-
spot like
yeah,
that.
for real. That
We
was
need
a
a
good
spot like
pregame
that.
spot.
For sure. For sure.
All right, I'm gonna go to the next one. Bar Charlotte or Republic?
Oh man, that's a good one.
Look, she had some nights in there,
Oh,
bro.
man.
She had some
Both
nights.
of them was lit. Dang. See, Bar Charlotte was more of my college days. Republic was more of my adult days, but they kind of did cross paths.
Was
It
right
there
next
at the
to each
same
other.
time.
Yeah.
Cause I remember Bar Charlotte, man. I would have to go with Republic though.
That's what I'm going
I
with.
have to go
I'm
with
going
Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
gotta
going
go with Republic. Y'all going with this shit because y'all don't want to drink.
No.
So
That's a fact. No, I love
yeah.
Republic.
Nah, I'm fucking with you, but
I
yeah,
would- yeah.
nah, Republic is it. Because sometimes it depends on the promoter too. You know,
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
fact.
It depends on the promoter. You know?
DJs.
the
They
DJs,
feel
the
all that.
promoter, the
Yeah.
people.
They
You
had
know what I'm
that shit on
saying?
Wednesday night when
You
they
think
first came out. Wednesday nights. at
Who?
Republic.
Which one? Republic. Oh
was
yeah,
lit.
yeah. Republic was lit.
Because Republic had the big college night, right? Or was
Nah,
it Bar-
Cosmo.
Bar.
No. But
Cosmos
between
did,
them
Bar
two,
Charlotte did.
but between them two, what was Wednesday's night? Wednesday night was that?
Nah,
It
that
was Bar Charlotte.
Bar Charlotte.
It was
had
Bar
a
Charlotte.
college
All
night,
right, yeah.
And Cosmos did. You right.
Yeah,
Cosmos did.
They
Yeah.
had Latino.
We gonna
night.
get there on
Yeah.
them.
They
Please
did.
Latino night.
On Friday. on Cosmo.
Yeah, they're looking for Latina.
Hey, listen.
Latina.
He rubbing his eyes, boy. You had a
Like,
time
they
in
let me
there,
in.
boy.
I'll be sitting out there on the corner. Go to Fuel Pizza, come back.
Yeah, everybody's going to Fuel Pizza after.
go to
Boy,
Fuel
what?
Pizza.
Yeah, yeah.
was steep,
Everybody
too.
gonna go to Fuel
That
Pizza.
shit used to be lit. All right, here we go. Here. Phoenix or Cosmos?
Never went to Phoenix.
Never went to
You know where it
Phoenix?
was at?
Mm-mm.
It was where
was
Cosmo,
it?
you know, Cosmo's Bar Charlotte was in one.
It was over there.
It was in the backside where the alley was at.
Oh, I think I remember Phoenix, but I never went in there.
Never went in. So y'all got Cosmos.
I liked Cosmos. I liked Cosmos.
Could you? I tell him though. I say this every time. Can you appreciate the vibe though that Cosmos gave back in that time?
It did. I feel like it was a mixed crowd too. If I'm not mistaken, it was some older people and younger people. But it never got to the point where you felt like it was some young shit going on. It was like we mixed well.
Bruh, when this man told me Pip he couldn't get in because the dress code. Guess what kind of shoes the man said he went to put up? Creative Rex. I said,
and went straight to the trunk. My homie
what are those?
Bruh, swear to God, no, I know, bro. Hey, listen, but when you trying to get in,
can't
I ain't
explain
give a fuck.
that.
Bro was like, definitely could. Bro was like, I got you, bro. Them shits
Creative
sit right up
Rex,
underneath the tire.
I haven't heard that word.
Bro, listen,
years.
I hated them shit. And listen,
I be in tears when he say that shit.
It fucked my whole night up because I'm like, I know niggas like,
bruh, you definitely gonna pass dress code Creative Rex.
Listen,
Hey, that's when you could get two pairs of shoes for
That's
$89.
what I'm trying to
$2
say.
And for Eastland, bro.
Athletes foot might have had them shit.
Yeah, that's back in the day.
Journeys and shit. You can get
Oh,
them
yeah,
bitches.
Journeys
Hell
used to have them
yeah.
shit.
Shoes
Yeah,
Hey, y'all
yeah.
funny. That's how I know y'all niggas from the East
I used
Side.
to kill that
Listen,
2 for $89 at
crazy as
East
hell.
Lamar.
Bro,
What?
Listen.
I'm fucking
What?
weak, bro.
My parents said you got $100. Spend it wisely. Let me get that 2 for $89.
Yeah,
For
the easiest
real.
way. All right, Nikki Silver Fox.
Nicky's.
I got Nicky's too.
Yes.
Nicky's off real.
Nicky's. Like I said, I ain't even know.
Pip, you must have had a time at
I
Nicky's,
was a
boy. I
youngin'.
ain't
Like
lying.
I used to go on Nicky's with some OGs. You know what I'm saying? My bros and them. Yeah, that was. I only would go in there with them because I was young. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, coming out of
You was
college
outside.
basketball and stuff. Like I said, I wasn't worldly. I was coming from college, and you know what I'm saying. I was in that world. So to switch from that and really getting outside, you know, going in there, it was just like,
Boy, you
dang,
definitely
I
gonna
was
kick
like-
it off at Nicky's.
Yeah, it was
Definitely
cool.
kicking it off
Like
at Nicky's.
I had some good nights in there. We had a good time. I was like I said, I was with my boys. I was with the OGs, but Nicky's made some low key noise. People slept on Nicky's because Onyx this, Onyx that, but Nicky's was a vibe.
Nicky's
too.
was it.
Can't sleep on Nicky's,
yeah.
man, for sure.
Gotta get them, they do. Let me see. Stats or tattoos and booze?
Stats,
Yeah, stats.
stats,
That's
hands
easy.
down.
Gonna have to
I'm-
put
For me, what
I'm-
you got?
tattoos and booze.
You like
You say,
tattoos
I
and
don't know.
booze?
Salmon and grits.
At where?
At where?
Got me in the chokehold.
Where?
Where?
Tattoos and booze.
What?
Oh, shit.
Shout out to tattoos and booze. 'cause
Yeah, shout out
we
to
got one
tattoos.
for with her.
Oh,
we
for-
got because she picked tattoos and
yeah,
booze. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Shout out
We
to
do
tattoos
got
and
one.
booze.
Yeah. That? All right. It's stats.
No,
Straight
hell
to
no,
that.
she outnumbered.
Oh, okay.
No, hell
All right,
no.
Okay.
Oh, she said, hell no, we ain't taking no
She
shot.
from the country. She's fucking outnumbered, bruh.
All right. Here we go. McBoney's or Faces?
I never been to Faces,
Okay.
so
Boney's off
But if you
rip.
from the east side, you've been to McBoney.
I've been to McBoney's maybe
Yeah.
like once or twice.
Me
Got some
too.
food, Yeah,
I've been there once or twice. Hung
Yeah.
out a few times.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Let me throw her a curve.
Go ahead.
That's a,
Scorps on the mix.
ooh, that's a tough one. Damn, but I would have to go with the mix.
Got to.
I would have to go with the mix.
You been?
I have to go with the mix. The mix. The mix was legendary.
The mix is a legend.
Scorpios will
Where
never
was
touch the
that at?
mix.
What was that at?
South
Clinton
Tryon.
Road.
Yep. Clinton Road, like South
Road.
Tryon. It was facing
I think it was
South
Clinton.
Tryon.
Yeah.
Okay.
The mix was, I was going in the mix when I think I just turned 18.
Yeah,
Or
we
like
was
I
all
might have
getting up
been
in there.
17. I think at one point I was like 17 and a homegirl at the door
Looking out
would look out.
at the upstairs part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think did she pass away? Somebody at the mix
She was
passed
owning
away.
it. I think she was on it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but
Because you had to go all up the big
always
ass
look
steps
out
and then
all
go
way up
all the way down the
stand
steps.
in
Just to get,
line. I would be with some of my
that
homies
shit was
from
rocking.
high school. Yeah, from middle school, high school. Yeah, the mix, man. We
was
had some
rocking.
good times in there. Definitely. That's the mix was the first place that I felt like, okay, it's other people in Charlotte like
in a
me.
safe space.
I felt in a safe
Yep,
space. Yeah,
yep.
before I even got to Scorpios.
That's a fact.
The mix made me feel like it ain't even about the club. It's the fact that I'm around people who are like me. That was the first place that I experienced a
And
group
can be
of
yourself.
people that was
Yeah.
like me. I could be myself. I just felt so comfortable in there.
It pushed
just
us
to be
to
around.
Scorpios, though,
It did.
once they
it
closed.
did. Right. It did. But the mix was like I kind of discovered me because I saw so many other people like me. I didn't feel like an alien no more. Not that I feel like an alien, but I didn't feel on an island by myself because I didn't have a whole lot of friends and a whole lot of people who was like that. But like when I went in the mix, that's when I kind of broadened my horizons. It was like, okay, boom, like, yeah, I fuck with this. You know
And for
what
us
I'm
to be
saying?
that
I like
young,
it. You
though,
know what I'm
'cause
saying?
I feel like we all kind of start going around the same age for us
Right,
in that
right.
category because we was all so
Right.
young.
Right.
But you don't know what to expect really, because that's really like you really just getting in your club range.
Right.
And then when you walk in there, it's a judge-free zone. Because when you walk in there, it's just like you can take a deep breath now.
First place you
know
felt
what I'm
accepted.
Saying? Exactly.
Like we all the same. We all, you know what I'm saying? That's why I liked going, because I felt like I was around my people. I loved the social side of it.
And it was
rocking
rocking.
with it. It was rocking.
on top of that.
It was fun. It was dope. It was dope. Yeah, I got to go with the mix.
Yep.
But,
well, before we close this thing out, we like to at least, shout out a black business of some sort. So anybody you want to shine some light on? Because I want to shout out somebody.
And any business is a business. So even if it ain't a black business, any business is a business.
Yeah.
Before you do that though, run back one more time what y'all got opening up in the Rock.
Yeah, so the Rock Bar and Grill, it's of course it's black owned, which like you said, business is business. I don't always say it got to be black owned for me to support it. I'm support good business, and that's my thing, because sometimes you got black businesses not really on top of things, and it can get rough too. So I'm gonna support good business, but we definitely have a restaurant, bar and grill. Like I said, we'll have hookah, we'll have food. Of course, it's primarily a restaurant, but it will be DJs. We'll have we probably will be open at least 6 nights a week. So it'll be kind of like a sports bar feel, but on the weekends, we'll have DJs. Even during the week, we probably have some DJs. We want to mix it up with some different events. Full bar, full kitchen, to go orders, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to fit everything in one, really. There is a place to kind of enjoy yourself if you want to stand up and dance or whatever. If you want to sit on a bar, you can do that. If you want to sit at a table with a group and have dinner, you can do that. If you want to, go on a patio and you can still hear the music outside, there's TVs everywhere. We're going to have football, basketball, college basketball, NBA on the TV. So it's kind of incorporating everything in one. But it's called the Rock Bar and Grill. I had an Instagram ready soon. We waiting on like one thing. We fixing on one thing. As soon as we do that, we should be open in the coming, like literally, hopefully within the coming month or two. Hopefully not even that long. But yeah, it's called the Rock Bar and Grill. Same, like I said, my family, same, a lot of people from Crystals, we opening that up. And yeah, that'll be coming. We
y'all
just
doing
about
a big
ready.
grand opening?
So yeah, we'll probably do like a soft opening first and then do a grand opening.
Let us know so we can pull up.
For sure. I'll let y'all know and get the address out there. I'll promote it just like I promote my events and get the word out. Because I know it's a lot of people who live like in Ballantyne area, like close to the North Carolina, South Carolina line or whatever. So it's not as far as people think. Some people are like, oh, that's South Carolina. I ain't driving way out there. But if you live on the south side and you can drive to...
It's right out the back, though.
You know what I'm saying? You can drive to Smokehouse and all of that up there by North Lake. You can drive there. It's the same distance. You know what I'm saying? If you can drive out to Blue Olive, you can drive to where we at. So yeah, I'll definitely... That's coming soon, But a lot of people ask, when y'all going to open another Crystals? When is it going to be another Crystal? So I just want people to know we are actively working on it. Trust and believe.
So y'all pull up on it too, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah, y'all pull up, man. We working on stuff. We definitely are working on continuing the legacy. And again, it may not be Crystals. To me personally, I want to start something new, but with a Crystals vibe.
New journey.
Yeah, it won't be named Crystals. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. A lot of people will look forward to be. Are y'all gonna open another place named Crystals? No, it will not be named that. But it will be same ownership as far as my family, because we a team, and it will be some of the same vibes, but we're gonna mix it up and kind of make it more, for everybody. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll have the reggae vibes, the Caribbean food, but it's also gonna be something for everybody else that may not be a huge Caribbean fan, but wants to be in the vibe. But we got some other things coming. We're gonna kind of mix it up. So yeah, y'all look out for that. I'll have it out on social media. Y'all know, y'all follow me. Who is DJ Keda? Who and is DJ Keda? Keda. And I'm on Facebook too. But yeah, don't forget about that community-based stuff, man. For real, if y'all know anybody, for real, I don't want to forget.
And let us know how we can be a part too.
Please let me know. Yeah,
somebody
for sure.
hit you up.
Yeah, I appreciate it for sure. But yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man. Y'all doing a good thing. Keep it going, man. Y'all keep going. I like this vibe. I've seen some of the podcasts before me, and I like how y'all are rocking. So keep going, man. Anything I can do to help, anything I can do to push some people in. If y'all want to switch it up, do some different things, whatever I can do to help, I'm down, man, for sure.
Bet.
All right.
Who you shouting out?
I'm going to shout out Jazz. She got a photography studio. Lot 17. She got everything from lights, backdrops, equipment. It's $45 an hour. $45 an hour.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she doing a thing out there, man. She on Instagram and she on TikTok at lot17, LOT 17.studios. You could book soon today and shoot tomorrow. So I want to show her some love. She just getting it off the floor, but it's taking off, man. So shout out to lot 17, Jazz supporter.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna do some shout outs real quick. I want to shout out my cousin Will, man. Stack your hustle.
Oh, for sure. You gotta
put some fire under Will, man.
For sure, man.
Will,
Stack your hustle, yeah.
Make sure y'all check him out, man. Stack your
For
hustle.
sure. Yeah.
Clothing line. He making something for everybody. He got
sure.
some new stuff that's gonna be rolling out soon, so make sure y'all check him out.
I know he
Stack
got
Your
big
Hustle.
boy sizes too.
And gutter.
He definitely got it.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
definitely got your size, man.
I know.
Y'all need to look. Y'all need some tall.
Yeah.
On the back of them sizes, man. He got you covered. So be looking out for him to roll
For
something
sure.
out.
For
I'm gonna
sure.
have shout out Hood Soul Food CLT. Probably know
Okay.
Court used to hoop.
I think, yeah, okay.
So she got,
I didn't know that.
yep.
Okay. She got Courtney Rand. Oh, no, that's Courtney Horn.
Courtney Horn.
Okay, bet. Yeah,
You
that's
can
what's
put it in
up.
there so y'all
I remember
see.
it's Courtney
So
Rand
shout
and Courtney Horn. I already
Yeah,
mixed them
so
up.
shout out Court,
But
man.
yeah,
She got.
okay. I didn't know she had that. That's what's up.
So she doing
That's
the food
what's
thing
up.
now.
Yeah.
Hood Soul Food CLT on Instagram. So make sure y'all
Got
go and
you.
check that out, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
So
It's so many people we could shout out. It's so
That's a
many
fact,
people we
man.
can shout out. I can't even choose one. I want to shout out female DJs in Charlotte that's coming up though, because they under the radar, but it's a lot of female DJs in
Shout
Charlotte.
out to Mickey
that's-
Blends.
Yeah, Mickey Blends, Nikki the Key, Persevere.
Shout out
Shout out
Seabird.
Mickey.
B-San,
Yeah.
Bird.
Sean Sharice is still, Fannie Mae gonna always do
Fannie
her
Mae.
thing.
Shout out Fannie Mae.
It's a lot
Shout out
of female
Fannie Mae.
DJs,
Yeah. Shout
man.
out
It's a
Fannie
lot
Mae.
of female DJs coming up. Even some female DJs that are more seasoned. That's OGs to us. Female DJs in Charlotte are coming up. So definitely shout out to female DJs.
Shout out to all the females.
For
man.
real.
Definitely
Don't
taking
sleep
over.
on them.
I ain't gonna lie.
Don't sleep on them.
You ever been in when DJ Fannie maybe spinning?
Y'all done Fannie Mae.
Oh,
before.
okay. Yeah, she
I
get it
done
lit.
heard a couple mixes
Fannie
from
Mae been
Nikki
doing
the Key.
it. Fannie Mae
I
been
heard a
doing
shout
it.
out.
Yeah, for sure. So
Nikki.
it's a lot of nice events going on in Charlotte. I like the fact that it's more spoken words, like a lot of talent. Like you got Sunshine Anderson at Stats on Wednesdays. You got Lyrics
I did
and
not know
Love at
Sunshine be there on
Recess.
Wednesday.
Yeah, I like my boy Abstracts was at Members Only. I don't know if he's still there. They got spoken word at Reds on
28.
Reds
Yeah,
on
they
Wednesdays.
And shout out to my
Superman.
homegirl
Yeah.
Tawana.
Yeah,
She be
shout
big
out
on
to
spoken
Abstract.
word
He
and
a
shit
good
too.
dude.
Abstract's a
Yeah,
good
man.
dude. I
Yeah,
love
definitely.
that people are mixing up
Mixing
the
it
event.
up.
It's
Shout out
not
to
just
Potent
turn
Pen,
ups
too.
and
She
trap
be out
music.
there, too.
Yeah, I like that we
Fatima.
mixing
Yeah,
it up
yeah,
in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Doing some different things. So
Yeah, shining the light on people, man.
Shine
Letting
the
them
light
get
on-
their feet
yeah,
out there and
for
get their
sure.
feet wet
I
and
like
get their
that.
experience under their
I
belt.
like that. Yeah, they inspirational. So
I think it's
let's
a
not
lot of
forget about
unity
them.
coming together right now. I think we can do a lot better as a city in a whole, but I
Mm-hmm.
think we headed in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
I will say we came a long way, but we on a good track though. Man.
I think so too.
That's a
I-
fact.
I think
From
so
what
too.
from what all this stuff we talked about back then,
Right.
it was just the same shit.
Right.
Same clubs, same shit.
Yeah.
Now it's different shit to go to.
Yeah.
So I'm tired of hearing that shit. Y'all ain't got nowhere to go in Charlotte.
It's
Y'all need to
hella
stop
shit
that
going on.
shit, bro.
Yeah,
It's
it is
hella
Just
places
shit.
cut
to go.
that shit out,
It's
bro.
a lot
It's
of
a lot of
places
shit
to
to
go.
do, bro.
It's a lot of places
You ain't
to go.
got to go
It's
down
hella
to
shit.
Atlanta to have a good
You
time.
don't.
It's a lot
You
of
don't.
motherfucking places.
And
in the
we're not
city.
trying to be like Atlanta.
Yeah, for real.
Nah,
We're
we
not
are. We
Atlanta.
nah.
Be like us,
We our
bro.
own
We're
spot.
Little
yeah.
Atlanta.
for
No,
real.
we're not.
Nah,
We're
we
Charlotte.
Charlotte,
You know what I'm
baby.
saying?
Please,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We got a
'cause-
major football team, a major NBA team,
Exactly.
Baseball team, soccer team.
soccer, all of that.
We
You
in
know
And
what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
lot of shit going on.
It is. You got to get out there and look
You
and
gotta go
support.
see
So
all
for
kind
sure,
of shit,
I agree
yeah.
with that 100%.
Yeah,
It
I
is
get
stuff to
tired of
do.
hearing that shit.
If you from here, you kind of have been around, but
You can
for new people,
appreciate the
you can
shit.
appreciate it
Yeah,
though.
definitely.
I'm proud and happy for anybody that's coming up doing their thing in Charlotte. We need it, you know what I'm saying? But we're a major city, you know what I'm saying?
We
We're a
getting
major
there.
city on the East Coast
We
for
getting
sure.
there,
So
definitely.
definitely keep it going. Y'all keep doing y'all thing too, man.
Appreciate
keep doing
it.
y'all thing. And, sometimes you gotta take small steps, but you're gonna get
We
there.
gonna get there.
You know what I'm
We gonna get
saying?
there.
Keep trucking.
I'm gonna say it all the time. Shout out
trucking.
Shout by Lindsay and shout out Derek Goins Media.
Oh, for sure.
Shout out Derek Goins Media, man.
For sure, man.
shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
him.
y'all.
Shout out to him.
He do good work too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Derek,
You better
man.
edit
Shout
the hell
out
of
to
this shit.
Derek,
do good work,
man.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure I look
Derek
good. Get
putting
my
out
good
the
side.
best work in the city, man. So shout out Derek Goins Media.
Don't worry about that.
Damn right.
Oh, I done
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
your
yeah.
work.
That
I done
work
seen
in,
it because
man.
I be seeing the
You know what I'm
podcast,
saying?
man. That's why. Hey, if it looked shabby, I wouldn't have came on it. But
Oh,
I'm like, oh
shit.
yeah, his editing look good, like I'm on
Yeah,
TV.
his shit
Goddamn.
We gonna give you your flowers real quick, but before we get there,
Yeah.
women's bracket. Who you got going?
South Carolina's gonna win it, of course. You know that's that, and that it kind of sucks because it's such a no-brainer. It's not even a question. If they were to,
I'm
lose,
from the Met, so I got the Met.
If they were to lose,
It's gonna be
the world is gonna be shocked.
I'm telling you.
If anybody beats them, that will be the greatest upset of all time.
Y'all watching women's
in
basketball
world
right now?
history.
You watching it, D?
Yeah.
I
So
watched the South Carolina State.
I love.
Oh, you did? You watch North State? Because you North State. Yeah.
I love the upsets. Although
I'm shocked Stanford is out.
See, this could have been a whole nother conversation. We're going to cut it short because I could go on all day about this, but I'm going to cut it short at this. Like, of course, South Carolina is picked to win. I love that the upsets. I love Ole Miss. Their coach is from the Bahamas, and they're like I love when the underdogs come.
They come and show out.
I love that.
They come and show out.
They need that. Smaller schools, because I experienced that. I was huge on, I got to go to the ACC. I want to go to Georgia Tech or you know, I want to go to Rutgers or I want to go to Miami. I want to go to these big schools. But when I came back down, like Stephen Curry with the Davidson, you have such a great. Stephen really started that with big time players going to small schools. People kind of shot him down about it at first, but then they realized, look what
he did for Davidson.
Right. And so being at UNC Charlotte, it was like my experience was much better at a smaller school, at a mid-major school than this huge BCS school. And a lot of those schools are coming about. Now, the SEC is the SEC, but I'm saying Ole Miss was an underdog. You know, Stanford got knocked out. Look at the boys. Duke got knocked out. Carolina got knocked out. Kansas got knocked out.
All your
Kentucky got knocked out.
Yeah.
Everybody got knocked out. But that is also a result of this whole portal. I don't know if y'all heard of the portal with this transfer and
With
shit.
the transfer portal.
And college basketball. When I transferred from Miami to Charlotte, I had a red shirt. You had to sit out. I couldn't play. Now you can transfer and play immediately. And with all this NIL stuff, with these kids getting paid,
that's a
so
major
much,
thing for them now, man.
Nah.
Them kids be millionaires before they even get in the
it takes
league.
the amateurism out of it.
And some of them don't even end up going for injuries or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but that's not what college basketball is supposed to be about.
It's about discipline.
It's about
it's trying to get you to the next level. But
Right,
they rich before they go, so why go? Especially for women, because of what you get paid.
Yeah,
they making more money on NIL than they making hooping.
They want to slay Ja Morant, but y'all paying these kids in college and stuff, and you want to act like Ja Morant is supposed to be acting like he's 50. The man is a young guy out here living his life, but he's famous. He's just enjoying a sport.
He just dealing with it as it goes.
You know what I'm saying? He's human, and y'all slay him like that. Not y'all, but the media. It's just so crazy. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But, you know, as far as the bracket, South Carolina going to win it. That's bottom line. Bottom line. Now, for the guys, maybe y'all could tell, because I don't know who's going to win it for the guys.
My bracket all fucked up.
I have no idea.
My shit.
It's so messed up at this point.
Kansas, but if I had to pick, if I had to pick, I'm gonna go UCLA.
But you like
what?
UCLA for who?
What?
You said for men?
For the men.
No.
Who else? I mean, I'm shocked at that, but I am kind of like.
I was gonna say.
You say Alabama?
I mean, who else is there?
Houston is a mid-major too.
Yeah.
Who's left? I don't even really.
That's what I'm saying. All the big dogs, they out of there.
Alabama
doing a lot on both ends though. Like football, all the way across the board, they've been doing a lot.
Where are they at? Are they at the Sweet 16 right now? Or are they headed into the Elite Eight? Because
I think they're in the Sweet 16 though.
They playing today. Yeah, the girls too. They in the Sweet 16 right now. So
you like what women's has? You like the attention and all the support pouring into women's basketball. I know you see the difference now.
I love it. I love that it's mixed up. I didn't like that every year it was a UConn or every year it was Stanford. You know, now it's South Carolina Tennessee on top. But always Tennessee. Now it's like you got Colorado in it, you got Utah in it, you know, Indiana in it. You got
Stanford came out of nowhere. I hate they got put out, but they had a run.
So LSU,
Georgia,
love what Kim Mulkey is doing at LSU.
Shout out Fly J.
Yeah,
Reese,
is it Fly J or Flo
girls,
J? Whichever one.
But she be going in. Shout out Reese, bro. Them girls hooping.
I hope to see LSU and South Carolina in the championship.
That's gonna be a hell of a match.
If that can happen, I haven't looked at the brackets on each side really, but I hope that. I want to see
something different.
What's the girl name? The tall one, Reese.
Reese for LSU.
Yeah, what's her first name again? Is it?
I don't know her first name. I know her last
Angel
name.
Reese?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, man, she going straight to the league. Straight.
Oh,
you know what she just recently
said?
She was talking about how guys can go straight to the league from high school. Guys can go straight to the league after 1 year college. But we got to finish it out.
For a year.
She said that's not fair, but You want your education. You need your
Get
education.
that free education.
You need your education because you can get an injury real quick and your career can
get
be
that
over.
free education,
You gotta
man.
have some education. So
That's a fact.
that's what I would tell college players: get your education. Don't try to leave early. The dude from Carolina coming back for his 5th year, I fuck with him for that because you need that education. What's his name? The big dude? Yes, he's coming back for his 5th
what's
year,
his
and he
name?
don't have to. Armando, he's coming back. He needs to get your education. And I'm out. That's it for me. That'll be my last thing to college students: get your education for sure.
So before we get out of here, we want to make sure we give you your flowers the right way.
Bet.
You know, not just to you, even to your whole family for what y'all done and contributed to the coaching. The times that y'all gave people, like, you know, a night out can change some, can do a lot for somebody. You don't know what somebody going through, and sometimes that may be all they need to redirect their focus and put them in a better position.
Right.
That's something
to look forward to.
Facts.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's something that I know because it's y'all. When you inside, you don't see it. But looking from the outside, when you somebody supporting or you looking for that, y'all don't really probably understand what y'all have done for people and for the culture in the city. That's a major thing, and y'all are greatly appreciated for that.
I appreciate that, man.
You branching out on your own, you know, I support you wholeheartedly. I always have your back. I'm going to always be there. I don't care if it's something small or something real. You know, I'm active either way.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to always have your back. I'm going to always support you. It's genuine love between the both of us. What you do, giving back community-wise, you ain't scared to get in the field to give back. I know that come from the way you raised, too, because everybody don't come from that. What you done on your own, as far as branching off on your own, because you want to make your own name for yourself, and you got to respect the hustle.
Right.
But also what you've done in this community, giving women a safe space, it doesn't go unnoticed. So we want to make sure we give you your flowers the right way. So we did get you something.
I appreciate that, man, for sure.
So we want to make sure we present it to you the right way.
No doubt. I appreciate that for sure, man. Have you ever had a time where you came out to one of my events and you needed that? You've been going through something and feel like I need a night out?
Damn right. You know, I'm going to pull up. I'm going to pull up. I'm
always
coming.
going through shit.
Hey,
Damn right, I'm going to pull
table,
up.
bro. Goddamn. What time? Yeah, shit, I'm coming, bro.
Yeah, but, you know, it's y'all not the only ones, man. I go through shit too. You know what I'm saying? My family, you know, my mom went through a lot behind crystals. It wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? People see
the
when
pros,
the lights
but they don't
is
see the
on.
cons,
They don't
bro.
see,
They don't see the
so
cons.
it's been tough over the years, but we get through it and we keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give a big shout out to my brother though. My brother Aaron.
Shout out to
we
Aaron.
call him Rax. Yeah, he probably like, man, why you say my name on there? But my brother Rax, yeah, he's one of my biggest, you know, supporters, motivators, you know what I'm saying, even mentors. He probably don't know it. But my brother's been very supportive through some of the toughest times that myself and my family have been through. And y'all don't know how much y'all inspire us, man. The people that support, my mom loves all the people that supported Crystal. She talks about it all the time.
And it's a conversation
So,
that
man.
people talk about all the time.
Yeah, people talk about it, and I
Crystals.
appreciate it. She appreciates it. She always gives and shows the love to the people who help Crystals go, and that was the crowd, the regulars, the people from out of town. She always showed love. She would let people in free. If you ain't got it this week, give it to me another time. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about.
in
My
this
mom would,
She
we
understood.
used to have to get on
she
her
knew,
sometimes.
yeah,
like, you
like-
can't let so many people in free.
But you see how...
But
you
that's
see-
But the
how...
love, it
That's
was
how I
the
be.
love
That's
was
how she
there.
went for 20
Like,
years. We
I'm
would get on
telling
her
you.
like, you letting too many people in free, man. You need to charge. Da, da, da. Nah, they good, you know, type of thing.
I've seen your mom dead ass let like junkies in, like get them some,
Yeah,
like
give 'em
dead
some
ass.
food.
Get the, I was
You know
about
what
to
I'm
say let the
saying?
junkies in. Everybody
Yeah,
paying. She like, no, let them in. Get them some
for
food
sure.
in them. Get
Yeah.
them something to drink. Like
That's one
that's
thing,
genuine
yeah.
love. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
you have to have that in you.
You
That
have to
ain't
have
something
that in
that you
you.
can that somebody
For
can
sure.
give you.
And it's to speak to how you were saying I was raised. A lot of people don't know my dad is Rastafarian. I grew up vegetarian. I was vegetarian, strict vegetarian for the first 13 years of my life. So I didn't
ain't know
start
that.
eating meat. I don't even really eat. I eat chicken and turkey. I've never had ribs. I never had a burger. I never had steak. I never had
Damn.
shrimp. I never had crab legs. My dad
That's why
Rastafarian,
your
so we
face so
grew up.
clear.
We grew up.
A lot
of people say, you 34? Yeah, like, I'm like, man, I grew up vegetarian, so
goddamn.
I was very disciplined growing up. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on a different vibe. We was in a newspaper for our hair. I had dreads as a kid. I
As
used
a
to get picked
kid,
on.
boy, you had thick dreads.
I used
as
to
a
get
kid,
picked
too.
on as a kid because kids didn't know what dreadlocks were back in the day. So I grew up just in a whole nother type of household, but it was nothing but love. And like my dad to this day still, like, I hang out with my dad. I talk to my dad as, like, my mentor, like, my therapist. You know what I'm saying? My dad is a deep guy. My dad is still vegan. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, I grew up in a different era, and so I attribute a lot of my characteristics to my parents, you know, to my brothers, you know, just to my family. I love my family. I have a great family, and they've taught me so much. And like now, I feel like I need to take it to another level in the city and like really step into a different pair of shoes and continue to be who I am, but like touch people's lives and like letting people influence me, rock with other people, like. You know, so I appreciate y'all though, man. I appreciate that, you know, the love you show and everybody else shows, and for y'all, you know, showing me that love. But it ain't just me. My family deserves that respect, my mom too, and that love. Like, but we appreciate y'all for supporting us for so long. My family, me, my events, Crystals, all of that. We appreciate it for sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So this is my favorite part of the show.
All right.
This is what we got.
Oh, a plaque?
Yes,
No,
we
y'all
got a
didn't.
plaque. Yes, we did.
Oh, shit.
You can cry if you want to.
What did it say? I might have to take a shot just so I don't, because y'all know I'm emotional as hell. I'm shy and I'm emotional. That y'all got me on this Jameson. My boy Kojo birthday today. He put me on Jameson, so I'm going to pull up a little bit. My boy Ko, he just texted me, as a matter of fact. But yeah, happy birthday to my brother Kojo.
We
So
take a
what's
shot
up?
for him.
Yeah, for sure. His birthday today.
All right. So this is the Legends of the City Award.
All right.
Presented to Epiphany, DJ Keda.
Keda.
Damn, I fucked it up. We did all this talk.
Good.
All right. DJ Keda Woodson. In recognition and your dedication and commitment to the city and the culture through the nightlife, your endless contribution in creating a safe space for lesbian women does not go unnoticed. This is presented to you by Big Heavy Talk 2003.
Oh, wow.
I done put all these fingerprints and shit on it.
That's all good. Oh,
yeah, man, you deserve that,
Thank
bro.
y'all so
you
much.
deserve
Yeah.
that, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Please let the camera
You
see
deserve
that.
that.
They can see that. I'm going to tell y'all the best part about this shit. The best part about anytime we give these plaques away, I've never seen niggas smile the most.
Yeah, like
I swear to God, bro.
Ear to ear,
And listen, but that makes
But you
us feel
deserve
so
it,
good,
though. I'm
gang.
telling you,
Wow.
man. You
And we
deserve
get
your
these
flowers,
shits, and a
bro.
lot of people,
wow.
but you deserve it though,
Dang,
man. So
thank y'all
we
so
gonna clap
much.
it up for
Yeah,
you.
we definitely gonna get
Yeah,
that.
thank you, man.
Man, you deserve
That's how
that,
we
people.
gonna
Dead
appreciate
ass, you
that, man.
deserve
Thank
that
y'all.
shit.
Absolutely,
I know it's
man.
all love, man. You deserve
Yeah,
that.
of course, you already know.
Thank
You
you,
deserve
man.
that.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
tell them real quick before we get out here. Tell them where they can follow you at.
Yeah, follow me on Who Is DJ Keda on Instagram. So that's just WHOIS DJ KEDA on Instagram. Who Is DJ Keda, and then on Instagram, my name is Epiphany Woodson. So yeah, y'all follow me EPIPHANY WOODSON. I'm on Facebook.
And one more
And
time,
yeah.
tell them what the club coming gonna be.
Yeah, the Rock Bar and Grill. That's in Rock Hill. All the information, please follow my Instagram. The Instagram for the Rock will be coming up soon. And like I said, I can't say too much just yet, but there are some things that we're working on in Charlotte as far as trying to get us a spot in Charlotte as well. So that we're kind of located in South Carolina and North Carolina, well, South Carolina and Charlotte, so that we can, we can bring the vibes to both spots. You know what I'm saying? So we're working on it. A lot of people, when y'all, like I said, with Crystals or whatever, but we are bringing back a vibe, and we're going to bring our family back and do our thing. So y'all just stay tuned. But I appreciate this 100%. And look out, the Rock Barn Grill in Rock Hill. But thank y'all so much for this, man. I did not expect this shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I don't look for the recognition. I
Nah,
don't do it
definitely.
for, you know what I'm saying? She know I don't do it to
But
get
you
nothing
deserve
back.
your flowers,
I
though.
don't do it nothing to get
Gotta
it
make
back,
sure
man.
sometimes this is always good to be
Oh,
recognized.
for sure,
you know?
man.
Definitely.
For sure,
And,
man. Y'all
Especially
don't
for
understand.
people that put the work in.
Yeah, I'm so humble, man. I don't even think about stuff like this because I don't expect
with
it.
you.
I don't feel like I'm owed it. Nobody owe me nothing. I'm just here because I always tell people I'm not here for me. I'm here for everybody else, and I just want to rock with y'all and make everybody else happy and do something for, especially our community, because we outnumbered, and I just want to have a
support
good
one another.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
right.
want everybody to come. I don't care what you are. You know what I'm saying? Come and be who you are when you're around me. So, yeah, I thank y'all for this. I thank y'all for having me today, for sure. I appreciate it. Anything y'all need from me, any support, man, it ain't about the money for me. Like I said, I do it for free.
We family
Just
now.
for the love,
Damn right.
for sure.
Yeah,
I
we
appreciate
family,
y'all. Thank
and
y'all so much.
We appreciate you coming
I
up
appreciate
here.
you coming through.
And for the listeners,
problem.
before we get out of here.
Yeah, thank
Rock Hill and Fort Mill is not the same thing.
It's not Atlanta. It's not Atlanta.
So y'all know that it's an exit from each other,
them niggas
but
is
it's
not
not the
Charlotte.
same
Them
thing.
niggas is not
Hold on,
Charlotte, bro.
it's an exit from
Yes,
each other, but it's
sir.
not the same thing. And
Yes,
that's how we
sir.
gonna close it out,
Yeah.
man. We appreciate
Thank
you
y'all.
coming. Thank
no
you.
doubt, man. No doubt, man. Thank y'all so much.